Okay, mate. Good evening and welcome to the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in lovely Las Vegas. It's quarterfinals time in the Kamui Las Vegas Women's Open. The match we have for you is Soledad Ayala up against Jasmine Ocean. The match is over 4 sets. It's the first to 3 sets. And if we go 2 each in sets, we will have a shootout. The referee for this one is, oh yes, she's back. It's Yuxing Xiao. And it's 10-ball, of course. Cool shot, and calling the shots with me for this one is a man that never needs to use a bridge. It's Big Red, Eric Horlifson. Hi, Eric. Well, I'm not sure where Eric is. We're just sorting out a few problems, guys. Until then, you're stuck with me, Mark White. Mr. Red will be with us very, very soon. There's Jasmine looking very, very focused, as always. And haven't seen too much of Soledad Ayala from Argentina. There she is. Looking very focused as well. Now 10-ball, it is cool shot. You have to call the pocket. We are playing 3 fouls as well. And whoever wins the leg breaks off first. And then it's winner breaks in that set. And then alternate break between sets. So it's Jasmine who will go first from the beautiful little city of Klagenfurt in Austria. They actually held the World 10-ball there and the World 8-ball very, very recently. So here we go then. Yeah, not the ideal start. Scratching the side pocket from Jasmine, just straight in. No unlucky kick, so just coming off the side of them slightly. Not quite the full hit she wanted. So ball in hand then to start this first quarter-final. Lots of other matches underway as well. There's still some battles going on from the previous rounds. Soledad actually beat Pia Filler in an earlier round, and she also beat Jasmine Ocean, so she's already got 1 win over Jasmine. She's also beaten Sao Sao in the last 16. So she's, well, truly in form at the moment. So this is a chance for Jasmine to get one back, get a bit of revenge. Looks very smooth. Played in the doubles with Gerson Martinez as well, the Peruvian. So nice angle here. She can, if she wants, force an angle to stun into the 4, but she could also play a 4-6 combo. Looks like she's just going to play the combo. Oh no, she is going into it. Oh, this has worked out absolutely beautifully. Look at that for a shot. Now then, does she have any angle to get up for the 5 though? Wow, looks pretty straight, doesn't it? Maybe a slight angle. Can run it round with some height. Well, not by the looks of that. So So maybe she's just dead straight. Just going to have to drop this 4-ball in. She may be trying to draw back here with lots of low left to spin up. Didn't get any spin on it. Now, big pocket with that 6-ball there. Will she be tempted into the bank? Well, Billy Thorpe will be banking this 100%. Congratulations to him, just taking down the bank showdown, beating Roberto Gomez in the final. I think it was 3-0. Well, wasn't tempted by that bank on the 5. A little surprised at that. But if she's got cover, it's a good shot. But there is a 2-railer on here, can kick and stick where the 5 is. Send the 5-ball away.
5-ball, corner pocket.
She's called it in the corner, so she has got a path through to this then. I wonder with Soledad regret not taking on that bank on the 5. Oh, this is going to be perfect. This is going to be perfect. Just has to be careful not to overrun the cue ball here. Jasmine beat Yen V Duong from Vietnam in straight sets in her opening match. Then Karen Lincoln from the US by the same score. And of course that defeat to Soledad Ayala. And then she came back. You may have seen it on here yesterday against Xiao Fang Fu, beating her in straight sets. And then this morning, Margaret Fefilova by 3-1.
Attention ladies volleyball teams, the 4 o'clock score sheets have the wrong score sheet. Please return this to the corner. Thank you.
Yeah, nice angle on this. Draw past the side pocket. Play the 10 into the top left as we look now on the overhead. So low left, that's 7 on the clock face. She's overhit that puff of the cheeks. She got into that. I think she just caught the 9-ball a little bit thin, which put more pace into the cue ball. Made sure she got a very, very good cue ball, so nothing easy here. This is a nasty little shot to have to play. You can overcut it, put the 10 in the centre of the top rail, right by the M on that Kamui. A title sponsor, the men's and the women's Las Vegas Opens.
Ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, so has been doing most of the hard work in that rack, and he's rewarded with it. So there you see the scoreboard, 4 sets possible. The winning target is 3, but if we do go 2 sets all, we will have one of those shootouts that the players, well, they don't like them very much, but Us as fans, we absolutely adore them, don't we? Now, Rublin Armit has beaten Kelly Fisher by 3 sets to 1 in the last 16. She is now up against Wan Ling Wang. Chihiro Kawahara from Japan is playing Han Yu right at this moment also, and Cheska Centeno, the Flash, fresh from her 3-0 win earlier on against Anita Kanyaya. She's up against Chao Che Yu, who defeated Wei Chu Chen in her last 16 match. So here we go. Jasmine Ocean breaking off, leading by 1 rack to 0. There's the BK rush, the pink one.
Happy to join you, Mark. Sorry I wasn't able to make it here for rack number 1.
Well, Jasmine Ocean took it. Welcome to Big Red Hallifson. I had a lovely introduction for you and you never showed up. What a waste of time that was.
Major slap on the wrist. I apologize.
You're here now, mate. I know it's a busy time jumping between tables and doing all kinds of stuff. So Jasmine took the opening rack. She won the leg also, just for your information. Rack number 2. Jasmine actually scratched on her first break, Eric.
Yeah, I'm happy to see AYALA near the end of a major tournament. She's been progressively doing better throughout the past couple years. First time I saw her play, I recognized the talent in her game. Glad to see her doing well.
So one more
Nice
kick.
on the 1. Not quite the ideal position. Looks like she might have a chance at a bank here. Did well to escape that trap. Banking angle's a little long. Like playing the cue ball behind the 3, don't you, Mark?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Just send the 2 away past the 10. A little bit of low right on the cue ball.
Wow, that's super aggressive, and she made it. What a shot. No position. If there's any indication of how AYALA is going to go at this quarterfinal match, let's say she's going to be on the aggressive side. That was a great shot.
Yeah, a woman with a plan for sure. But she's going to have to kick at this one as well. Wants to stick the cue ball, maybe low right, maybe get over behind that 7.
Yeah, nice try. 7 might come into play here. Looks like the 3's come out just enough.
5 ball corner pocket.
Jasmine's called the 5, so she does have enough of the 3 here. Nice play, controlling the 3 pretty well. It'll be a little thin, so it's going to be a bit of an issue slowing the cue ball down here. I'll have to look at the exact angle she has. She can always slow the cue ball down with some left. Looks like she's okay. Nice shot. Looking good in rack number 2 now.
Yeah, 2010 world 10 ball champion. So she's an all-rounder, Eric.
Yeah, and has had some more promising results as of late as well. I mean, we all think of Jasmine as that upper world-class player. There was a few years where she wasn't quite getting the results she wanted, but coming on strong in the past couple of years. had a
Yeah, she's
picture
actually
in the
just won the
WPA.
late. Yeah, I beg your pardon. Carry on.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say she's come off the back of a win in the Euro Tour, the Italian Open, just recently as well. So she's well back into form. And don't think of Jasmine as one of the past. You know, she's very much still in the present, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it's the semifinals in the Women's World 10 Ball Championships this year, and really reasserting herself as a strong force on the women's tour. Two rails up for the 10 in the bottom right here. Could come around 3 rails, but I think the safe place is down the left side of the table. Nicely into the line of position. Looking good.
Yeah, 2-0. The message is very clear. If you make a mistake, Soledad, I'm going to clear up. So it's 2 in a row now for Jasmine. Just starting out our other quarterfinals as well. Now Cesca Centino is really going well. Went out in the doubles this morning though, Eric, to Mighty Rapero and Jose Alberto Delgado. Some might say that was a little bit of a shock, but Mighty Rapero has been playing some really strong stuff just lately, and they'll be facing Alex Kazakis and Kelly Fisher in the semi-finals of the Scotch doubles, and Chao Che Yu and Chang Jung Lin are up against Chiang and Max Lechner, who's having a nice little run here in the doubles.
Yeah, star-studded field in the mixed doubles, and consider Ropero and Delgado kind of the Cinderella story of that tournament. Chang is a little under the world upper echelon world-class woman as well, coming in at about a 700 Fargo, so she must be playing well and pairing well with Lechner. That's been a great tournament.
All I'm saying, Eric, is if you want to do well in these big tournaments, you better come to Thailand just before, because Dennis Grabe was in Thailand just recently, and he won the men's Las Vegas Open. And Jose Alberto Delgado was here recently as well. So maybe there's something in that. Get yourselves to Thailand if you want to win a title.
Interesting. So they're doing some exhibitions over there when they come over there?
Yeah, and they're playing the high rollers, giving big handicaps, you know, something like 6-2, with giving 2 balls as well. So they're having to get 6. Their opponents have to get 2 racks. And we're talking about 9 ball. So it's really tough. But just recently, Dennis Grabe won one. Chris Melling won one of them when he came here. Dennis Orcolo as well. So it is possible to win them, but not easy. But it's kind of good training.
Interesting. Those handicap tournaments put you under pressure, even if you're a top player. You basically have to win 2 games to your opponent's 1, so you're always under pressure. It's a good, not the best form of training, but it definitely can be useful. Looks like Ayala's left the left side of the 1 here. Jasmine's going to try to find cover behind the 4-10 likely. Pretty good attempt there. Ayala can try to put the cue ball behind the 9. Small issue with that is that the 1 is kind of banking into the 6. No other shots really available, so she'll be focusing on the cue ball here, trying to get this 1 to the left of the 6. Very nicely played. Looks like she got the speed right. Good shot. That's cute. New fan in the crowd.
Maybe a Jasmine Ocean of the future there, probably watching her idol. I know she's got lots of fans, Jasmine. She's got a fantastic YouTube channel. which she does lots of coaching on, and it's very amusing as well, not just very educational, it's very entertaining also. Nice kick there. I'm sure she'll
Yeah,
have a
called
section
that
on
ball.
kicking as well.
Definitely. Yeah, check it out. One of the best YouTube channels you can come across. Another kick here for Jasmine. She'll be looking at sticking the cue ball on this one. Two ball could play up table through the, just to the right of the 5. Not bad. Distance. This is going to be a tester for AYALA here in the first set, coming out 2 games down. This will be the furthest she's made it in a major tournament as far as my knowledge, Mark. So a bit of nerves probably. This would be a good one to settle her.
Yeah, she's always been kind of round the last 32, last 16. And as you say, Eric, new territory. Never easy, is it, when you're exploring new territory, big tournament, big stage, up against a big player.
Jasmine's going to be on another safe here. Likely using the 5-10, banking the 2 up table. Maybe side rail to side rail. Side rail to side rail, looking to get behind the 3. Nice play.
This is where
Jasmine,
she's so good here in this kind of situation, and I always say it, she gives her brother a lot of credit for teaching her a lot of this stuff. She's big into the safety and the kicking side of the game, and you realise that you need to be the all-round player, Eric, to win these big tournaments. You can't pot every ball. You need a B game.
no doubt, and especially with these hand rack stipulations too, the safe part of the game is going to come out a lot more. And that's a good thing in my opinion, you know, like too much offense, it's only one skill. You really need to be an all-around player to do well in these tournaments. Jasmine could have had a outside the box thought at the combo here, but she's going to go at the 2.
Yeah, sign of how she's feeling, I think, Eric. Nice run out here. Get that Q arm going. Keep it nice and warm.
Good call, Mark. Someone that was feeling a little more pressure might try to go for the quick win, but she's comfortable enough to go for the run out here.
Yeah, I think that's a big sign, Eric, of how she's feeling at the moment, isn't it?
See where she decides to play the 5. I think it'll likely be the side. Got to be careful on the angle. Doesn't want to get too straight. There's room in the bottom left. She's looking at the side. She's looking at both pockets. Kind of preference choice. Moving the cue ball less to the side. Easier pocketing angle if you get there for the corner. See what she does here. There's the side and there's the trap on the side. Went too far.
Yeah, I'm surprised maybe she didn't play for one of the corners, Eric. She had sufficient angle to go anywhere she wanted there, and that was so speed dependent, wasn't it?
Yeah, she wanted to favor follow, and if she did go on the following angle for the corner, the 8 was kind of in the way, but there was room. It was a judgment call, but it's gone a little bit wrong here. Of course, she can find a safe if she likes, and I think she'll have to. Cue ball's going the wrong way, going to be too much power to try to play position.
Yeah, what's the point in taking a risk? Just get a good safety in.
I was thinking about this
She can play
too.
safe. Yeah, play safe off this as well. Do you think she'll go behind the 9, or do you reckon she'll go for it?
Yeah, another margin call here. I mean, if she was, it's hard to say. There's 2 positional tracks on the offense, 4 rails, or slow speed around 2 rails. Looks like she's
Behind the
playing
9,
offense.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. Keep the pressure on.
Yeah, so slight misstep there from Jasmine, but still maintaining the advantage, leaving the table.
Yeah, Soledad, I mentioned she had a plan of going attacking. Jasmine has a plan of her own as well. She's not going to give her anything. She's going to have to work for every ball she makes, Soledad, because Jasmine, if she's got a half a chance, Eric, she's not going to take it on. She's going to do what she's done there. Good stuff.
Seems like it. Yeah. 2 rails here for Ayala. Outside chance of kicking it in. She'll be focusing on getting to the top part of the 6.
Wow.
7 got in the way. Misjudgment there. 7 goes
Oh,
down
and
as
made the
well.
7.
So, yeah, one less ball for Jasmine here. Looking to get on the hill in the first set now.
Yeah, Soledad, to me, is just looking a little bit like a rabbit in headlights at the moment. Eric, she's a little bit all over the place, hasn't really settled, but put that down to Jasmine's terrific match play here.
Yeah, and it's understandable, but she'll have to regroup soon because the more games Jasmine gets in a row, the more confidence she'll get. We are on the longer race format here. She won't be devastating if she loses the first set. Saw that with the Grabe filler match. Dennis going down, looking uncomfortable in the first 2 sets, coming all the way back and forcing a shootout and winning the men's final.
Yeah, that's a comeback of the Vegas tournament so far, isn't it? That, and another great shot there from Jasmine, going all around the angles. Played to perfection. So this 10 ball to get on the hill in the opening set. This is a great start from the Austrian. That's focus for you.
Yeah, I was just going to say the exact same thing, Mark. You can see it on her face. And you can see some quiet confidence exuding from her as well.
No real scores to bring you in the other matches. They've just started out. But we do have the Champion of Champions final coming up for you later on. Now, Eric and I will be in the booth for that one as well. Christina to catch against Rubelin Ahmet. Rubelin, of course, the world reigning 9-ball champion. Christina to catch the 10-ball champion. First of all, they played 9-ball, which the 9-ball champion won. And then Christina replied with her own victory in the 10-ball. So we have a deciding set tonight, and we're going to be playing 8-ball. And I think, Eric, it's a straight race to 8 tonight in the 8-ball. So I'm looking forward to that. We love a bit of 8-ball, Eric, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, we're officially going to have every pool game on offer now that we have the 8-ball out there. And it's going to be interesting because the women have pretty much no history playing 8-ball. Just hasn't been many female promoted 8-ball tournaments. So it's going to be exciting. Make sure to tune in next round up on the TV table here.
Now she's changed sides. She's scratched from the other side. That's a lot better. Good square hit this time, Eric. Made a ball and has something on the 1 as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a combo. She'll have to think about how she can manage the 1. But a reasonable starter for Jasmine here. Looks like she can hit the 9 thin enough that the 1 will stay near the top left corner pocket. 8 is just slightly in her way.
Nine ball.
Having a close look if she can get to the proper part of the 9. It's actually pretty close there. Needs to get to the left side of the 9, and the 8's kind of blocking that angle.
Yeah, it looked better from the other camera angle, didn't it? No, oh, it's okay, I think.
It's
Just.
there, yeah, nice shot. 2 rails across now for Jasmine, trying to avoid the 8 off the first rail. Nice play. Good now on the hill. Throwing in a break and run, possibly.
Yeah, clinical from the Corinthian.
Might have to go 3 rails around on the 3, but the 5 has a big area that you can land in. Just thinking about the corner. Won't be able to go 1 rail to the side.
Just
Again,
hold
your
it, Eric,
marker
can't she?
Yeah,
Just
she
hold it,
chooses
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. And doesn't have to move the cue ball far for the 6, so should be a good line here.
Yeah, it's a secret, isn't it, Eric, to good patterns. Try to minimise the travel of the cue ball. The less that has to travel, the less rails you have to use, the more accurate you can be with your positional play, and of course the pots are that much easier as well.
Yeah, and a small part of the equation here was that she didn't have to move the cue ball for the 6, so she could, even though the pocketing was just slightly harder, she could just focus on the pocketing on the 5 there. Looking good to get through this rack. Well, Jasmine seems to be in form here.
Had a great 3-1 win earlier on against Margaret Fefalova, who's herself been playing some good pool this year as well. Margaret hugely improved. So has Pia Filler. So the women's game is, well, it's really thriving now, thanks a lot to the WPBA Tour and of course these great tournaments that Predator continually put on for the women as well.
Yeah. 5 or 6 world-class events provided by Predator for the women a year, really picking up the overall standard for women's pool.
You talked about women don't play that much 8-ball, but there is the 8-ball World Championship's going to be taking place this year in July.
That's right. It'll be the first time it's contested in, I can't remember the last time. It's been a long while.
So there it is, the first set in emphatic fashion to Jasmine Ocean. The glove is going to come off, I think, for Soldan. I think she's going to take a little break. Let's see if she does in between sets. Yep, there she goes. She's on her way. So Eric Wallace and myself, Mark White, we're going to nip out for a couple of minutes as well and let you enjoy a few of the highlights from 2024. See you soon. Very warm welcome back to the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. We're playing the Kamui Las Vegas Women's Open. And there's a few stats from the first set. What jumps out there,
Yes.
Eric, apart from, of course, the balls, kept the ball count and stuff like that? Wow.
Yeah, strong player overall performance from Jasmine, up near 870. Anything over 850 is getting into world-class territory. I mean,
Look at the safety,
the
safety efficiency. Look at that, 83%.
Yeah, probably had about 4 or 5 saves. Made 4 to 5 safe attempts. She played smart, threw in a break and run in the last rack. If she keeps this up, it's going to be a tall task for AYALA to come and be competitive in this match.
Yeah, playing for a winner's check of $22,500, just over 13 for the runner-up. So some nice money on offer here. So Soldad breaking off in the second set first, and it's winner breaks from there on. There's a lot of pink around at the moment. I'm loving the pink colour.
Cue ball off the table. Cue ball off the table. First time we've seen that in a while. I think a ball came and kind of kicked it while it was near the side rail. Let's see here. Did she go directly off? Oh, she did. It's a mistake there. Balls tied up at the 10.
I was watching for balls down pockets, Eric, not balls on the floor. Didn't expect to see that.
Yeah, one of the first times I've seen that. I mean, just for background for everybody, all these players are hitting the break with so much power. If they miss the square of the head ball, things like that can happen. I'm sure we've all done it, even you, Mark.
Only by scooping the ball, miscuing, Eric. I've never had enough power to jump a ball off the table.
Good call, yeah.
Yeah, you know what's coming next, don't you? Look,
Yeah.
I don't think AYALA is going to be able to see this 2-ball. Has to be careful though. It's got to make a rail.
Yeah, I think she might have to go behind the 8, and she's just worried about how the 2 is going to play off the 6. She wants to create distance with the 2 as well. Went the other way. Nice shot.
Yeah.
I think there's a direct jump available. Might just have the left edge of it. Not going for a jump cue, so she's more considering kind of a half swerve into the short rail here. Nice shot. Good return from AYALA.
Very nicely controlled kick and stick, wasn't it, Eric?
Yeah, escaping that foul on the break to a point where she's level terms in this rack.
Each hour, limited edition bundle from Gigabox. The winning ticket number 152-1204.
Watch out for the corner. Looks like it's going to be okay. Nice shot from Jasmine. Very nice shot. Perfect speed. Angle judged nicely. See AYALA shaking her head. She's in a tough spot here.
Yeah, she's from a country famous for their steaks. Now, maybe she's been eating a few too many steaks, too much power on that break, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, pool in South America is really growing. They're starting to develop more and more world-class players. Look for them to do nothing but maintain an upward trajectory in the next 5 years.
Oh, look at this though. Look at this. Look at this. It's pulled up. Anything on the 10? Early 10s do count, guys, just so that you know.
Yeah, I think the 10's blocking the direct pocketing angle for the 2, so it's a small consideration. She's been playing safe well, so look for her to lean towards safe. Safes are actually obvious, so she might go for it here. if she could play the
Two-way
cue ball
here,
behind
Eric.
3-6, yeah, or even 3 rails around. What a shot. That's not easy. Great shot there from Jasmine.
Yeah, I think made just that slight bit easier by the fact that she knew it was going to be, you know, cue ball up on the end rail as well. So it was kind of a two-way. It was a free shot, basically, wasn't it? Look how safe it was if she missed it.
Yep, good point. So Jasmine continuing to apply the pressure, taking the first game of the second set. Things starting to become a little urgent for AYALA.
Just bring you some latest score, guys, from around the room. Cheska Centino is up against Chao Che Yu, and it's the Taiwanese who's taken a 2-1 lead over the Filipino. Han Yu in action up against Chihiro Kawahara. They're level at 1-1. And Wan Ling Wang from Taiwan has taken a 3-1 lead over Rubelin Amit. Don't forget Rubelin Amit and Christina to catch on this table after this match in the Champion of Champions Challenge. Jasmine breaking off a set up and one rack up in the second set, breaking off.
Nice square hit. Nothing down. I mean, AYALA had a victory against Seo Soa, Women's World 10-ball champion runner-up 2024 in the previous round. Obviously capable of being one of the upper class players. Had a decent draw previously to that. But you don't get to the quarterfinals without playing well.
Yeah, it was a strong field, Eric, wasn't it?
Just left Jasmine the kick and stick here. Also left her the right edge. See what she has in mind for safe.
One ball. Side pocket.
Went for the kick and stick. Looks like there might be a window between the 4-7. There is, and even an offensive window. Jasmine can go for a long distance pot here.
Yeah, once again, Eric, no real danger in taking this on either, heading up towards the 2-ball naturally off 2 rails.
Nice
Well,
play.
she played it confidently, didn't she? Played it confidently at speed.
Jasmine adding the long distance game in now. Everything rolling her way, working her way at this point.
How's she getting
Tough
to the
position
3, Eric?
here. Very tough to call. You can power follow this ball up the left long rail, but there's really no pocket for the 3. I think she'll just try to get down near where the 5 is somehow and play safe. This angle works as well. If the 7 doesn't get in the way, it does though. So tough spot now for Jasmine.
Yeah, I think she potted the 2-ball just a little bit thick there, Eric. Looked like it went a little bit thick. Took some pace out of the cue ball.
Yeah. Looks like she has 2 rails around the 5. That'll be the easiest path. If not, she can go 1 rail. Actually, it does look like 1 rail. Oh, what a
look at
beautiful
this.
shot, Mark.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Eric. This is what she's been working on with her brother Albin. She's told me in an interview that she spent a lot of time with him working on the safety side of things and the kicking side of things. And this You know, it's showing. I mean, that's terrific. That's just shot. That's not just hitting the ball. That's playing it with purpose. You know, it's almost like it's playing position off a pot. You know, but when you're hooked, terrific.
Yeah, 100% planned. And good for her for recognizing maybe she was a little weak in one facet of the game. Oh, look at AYALA. Here's an opening. Wow, big developments in the last 2 shots here. Well, no matter how good she learns how to play safe, she can't legislate for those kind of shots, Mark. What a shot there from AYALA.
Yeah, terrific. Touche.
AYALA with a good open table chance here. This is what she needed to get going. She's a talented player. Just, you know, not there, definitely not there as far as experience compared to Jasmine. But if she starts feeling good, she's dangerous.
Yeah, got plenty of talent, hasn't she? That's the thing. Just needs to sort out the nerves and the focus maybe slightly, but it's all new territory for her. Good stuff from the Argentinian. Enjoying this quarterfinal.
Just went a little thinly into the pocket. That's why she went so close to the corner, but she's okay here. Kind of in between the angles the best angle she'd want for position. Still has options. Doesn't have to move the cue ball very far. Nice shot. Bit of right spin, getting straighter on the 8th. Good recovery.
Growing in confidence as well, Eric. You can see from the shots she's playing and the confidence she's playing with them. She's getting comfortable now. This could be a very, very good tight match, this, if she gets going, which she looks like she is.
Yeah, getting better with her cue ball position. That wasn't an easy shot to get as perfect as she did. Got right on the mark there.
She's feeling it.
Whoa. Couple rails on the way in, but it's down.
Exhibition shots off 2 rails, Eric. Levels it up, 1-1 in the second set. So, Eric, question for you. This 8-ball deciding set in the Champion of Champions that's coming up next, it's hard to pick a winner in that, isn't it? Who would you favour, if slightly, over each other? Maybe Rublin with a little bit more experience over Christina? What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, again, there's just no history of any kind of 8-ball competition. On my personal assessment, I would consider Rublin a little bit more of a creative player, and I kind of tend to favor those players playing 8-ball because 8-ball is a little more variable than 9-ball. Kind of have to look at how the whole table's lying out, kind of imaginative patterns in certain spots. I don't think either country or either of their home origin countries really specialize in 8-ball. Like, even if Christina was from one of the European countries that kind of involve 8-ball in their training, kind of upbringing, structure, you could say that she has some experience playing 8-ball, but I don't particularly know that Russia has that as part of their program. So I'd really put it up in the air, Mark. I couldn't. It's tough to make a call.
Good square hit there, breaking from the middle, Eric. Got a lot of top spin on it. No ball down though, and that's the problem, isn't it, with this head-on break? If you don't make a ball, you're leaving your opponent wide open. There is an easy shot, well, not easy, but there is a shot on the 1. How does she get to the 2?
Yeah,
good square hit.
Yeah, that break will play okay sometimes. I think she can consider going with it again if she gets the break back. 5-ball's blocking the most obvious pocket for the 2. Tough to slow the cue ball down over onto the left side of the table below the 2. I guess you could consider running into it, but things can go bad on that play. Trying something offensive for sure, because she can make the 1. She did try to run into the 2, I think. Or maybe into the 9. That would have been a very smart play, and she's good on the 2 here. Nice play from Jasmine.
Played with a lot of left-hand spin. Gave herself every chance of developing something, Eric, whether it was the 2 or the 9, and finished absolutely plumb on this 2. So,
Yeah,
good shot.
If she was really playing into the 9 there, that's, oh, she miscued. Tough. Developments here in set number 2.
Well, I'm wondering, did she change her mind on that shot while she was down and went across the cue ball, hence the miscue? Now, I don't know whether you were seeing Christina to catch earlier on against Han Yu. She was at a crucial moment on the 8 ball, a simple shot on the 8, run the cue ball round 2 rails, and she miscued Eric going forwards, not even drawing, and never recovered. Han Yu took it away from there and closed out the match. So crucial miscue there.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that too. You know, in the past, and this happens to everybody, not singling out Jasmine in this statement, but she has had a little bit of problems dealing with adversity. You can see that she gets down on herself sometimes. So we'll see how she comes back from this error, because it's completely unexpected.
Yeah, I think that may have been the case, you know, a couple of years ago, but I think that's something else that she's been working very, very hard on. And her temperament seems to be so good now. She does a lot of yoga and meditation and stuff like that. We all know how fit she is, how much running and cycling and swimming she does. Her diet is great, so she really is the consummate all-round, you know, professional sports person, really. So I think she's overcoming that as well. She'll be sitting in her chair now, just doing a little bit of meditation and deep breathing. You know, don't worry about it. Reset, come back for the next shot.
Likely, yeah, and it's shown in the turnaround in her results too. So, Ayala on some tough pocketing here. Nicely done. Doesn't want to land straight. Pretty straight, but she has some angle going to the right. Gonna have to power through this shot, but the pocketing is comfortable enough that she can manage here. Gets past the side, gonna be on the rail again. Bit more of an issue to be on the rail here, because you're gonna want to play it with some left spin. See if she gets aggressive enough to come back towards the side or the corner.
Similar to the shot that Christina to catch miscued on. Cue ball wasn't on the rail quite so bad, but
Extension.
it was a similar shot, just running the cue ball round 2 rails and just miscued on it.
That was a wise choice there. Stayed away from the spin, stayed away from overhitting the cue ball. It's going to be tougher pocketing on the 9, but just too many things could have gone wrong if she tried to get better on it.
Yeah, just smooth this in naturally. Going over for the 10 into the same pocket, so just head down, smooth it in. Nicely done. So this to take a 2-1 lead, taking advantage of that miscue from Jasmine on that 2 after she played such a tremendous shot as well. Eric on the 1 ball to develop the 2, and she's going to her bag for her tip tool, exactly the same what Christina to catch did in her match, and she'll be working away on that tip now. Maybe there's just a little bit of a shiny spot now, Eric, on that tip, so she's gonna have to scuff it up a little bit.
Yeah, just making sure that, kind of just getting it out of her mind that that part of the tip's going to be okay. First lead of the match for Ayala here, so she can not relax by any means, but at least start building some confidence that she's able to hang in there with Jasmine. Going back to the side rail here.
9 ball.
Yeah, cut break that time. Didn't make the 1, but did make the 9. Solid hit. Nothing on the 1 here. And the 1 ball was tracking right towards the side. Just got kicked away from that path. 1 ball's in a reasonable spot where you can figure out some pushes. I don't mind pushing up to the top right, but the small risk there that you could leave pocketing on the 1 on the side.
Push out.
Down to the
Just
bottom
over on
left
this
is okay.
bottom rail. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about there, Eric.
Yeah, this angle comes up on pushes a lot and generally plays decent. Couple shots here. Jasmine can bank the 1 over near the 2. Tough shot because the speed would have to be exactly right. She can play the cue ball with some left spin and try to move back towards the top end of the table.
Can she slide up behind the 8 here, Eric, off of the right-hand side of the 1 ball?
I think it's a little hard to get enough movement going to the right, and that's why she's passing it back. If there was any kind of natural angle behind the 8, she would have taken it, yeah, the 8, like the 4-8 area. It's just a little hard to get enough movement to the right. Like you'll kind of run into the 4. But on that shot, the 1 can play across near the 2. And again, that's the first shot I saw. Just the thing is the speed has to be very good on that shot because you're kind of getting risky over the side pocket. That's what she tried. How's it going to play? She just caught behind
Yeah, I'm
the 4.
surprised.
Nice shot.
I'm surprised Jasmine didn't take that on, to be honest. That's what I was talking about, Eric. Just run out the cue ball over behind the 4-8.
Yeah, you're right. She could get wide enough. She just had to hit a very specific part of the 1 there. That was tougher than it looked. Nice shot from AYALA.
Jump cue
Jasmine's
is
gonna
out.
try to, yeah, hit the left side of the 1 cue ball near the 4-6-8 area.
One of the best jumpers in the women's game. Needs a little bit of luck here. Oh, don't make the 2. Oh, she's made the 2. Now then,
Yeah.
that means AYALA is going to put her back in if she can't see this 2 ball. That's unlucky.
And a kind of compounding of odd things happening for Jasmine here. You can see the disappointment on her face, and rightfully so.
This is where, Eric, your temperament can be tested, isn't it, under these circumstances? That miscue on the 2 ball, then this little bit of misfortune here after playing a great jump shot. She just has to keep control of her feelings now. And she's going to leave this on, is she?
No, got a roll there. Nothing easy on safe either. Have to see if AYALA can see enough of the right side of the 1 to play the cue ball into the short rail and back up table.
Yeah, this isn't bad at all, is it? There's nothing jumps out you here, Eric.
Yeah, she's considering the kick. That's how tough it is. Yeah, the 4 is very close to covering the right edge of the 1. I think it is, so it's tough to move the cue ball back up. Creative shot here from AYALA, kicking at a ball that she can see directly. Oh no, she can roll at it.
That's nicely done.
Yeah, she's done very well there. That's really the only positive thing that could have happened at all. Nice shot.
Might find herself in trouble here, though, Eric, behind the 10.
Yeah, she has left the left edge of the 1. I think Jasmine will have to draw this ball, which makes the exact control a little tougher. Nice shot, good line. Speed's there, covered the 1 completely. AYALA will be going off the left long rail here, trying to stick the cue ball behind the 4, possibly making the 6 in a 2-way call.
Rublin Amit has lost the first set against Wang Ling Wang. Cheska Centeno has come back from 3-1 down to 3-3 in the first set with Chow Che Yu. Now, talking of Filipinos, Eric, I want to wish Happy birthday to Lee Van Corteza. Of course, he won the 2024 Predator Las Vegas Open 10 ball here a year ago. So happy birthday to Lee Van, the man named after a cowboy actor, Lee Van Cleef. Happy birthday, my friend.
Interesting bit of information there. AYALA hasn't left anything easy on the 1 here. I think Jasmine really going back behind the 4-6-8 again. Nice shot. If she gets behind the 6, it could be a game winner. Not quite. Still a good shot. AYALA looking down the line here, seeing if she has the left edge of the 1. Can't really tell much from her body language.
Interesting phase of the game this now, Eric, isn't it? This is crucial, this rack, in the overall match.
Yeah, every rack is a big rack in these race to 4s, but for me, for some reason, when the score is 2-1 and one player can go on the hill or they can even the set back up, I feel like that's one of the bigger games.
Yeah, especially having won the first set as well for Jasmine, it's even bigger, isn't it? If she can get this second set, it's a huge advantage. You know, you're guaranteed minimum a shootout.
Yeah, and just a bit of a ray of sunlight for AYALA getting up 2-1, and then Jasmine looking to kind of level terms again. The safes are mainly going to revolve around that 4-6-8 stack. This one happens to be playing kind of into the 4-8. She's looking for other options here. Yeah, it's always trickier when you have to draw a safe, Mark.
Yeah, too much draw, wasn't it? Wow, that could have been worse. Okay, I know it's a rail first, but never sure of where the cue ball's going here, Eric. She's got into the cue ball too much there, Eric. Was trying to get a cannon onto the 4 ball, so drew it too much.
Yeah, I thought it was a little deeper in the pocket, but looking at that camera angle, it's going to be accessible here. I'll even ball first.
Well, that's not great.
No, the cue ball's moving the right way, but tough to really control the cue ball exactly here because you have to focus on the pocketing so much. It can play kind of near the 5 and ideally onto a combo, 4-6 combo. 4 was in a tough spot regardless. AYALA needs to dig deep on this pocketing here. Nice shot. Coming back to the short side. Little too much speed. That could have worked out real well for her. This is tougher than it looks. I think she might be forced to play a carom here.
Options. Thin on the 4, carom on the 6, or a hook in behind the 8. Take your pick.
Yeah, the behind the 8 play with the cue ball is tough because the 4, it's hard to bank the 4 out of the way. She is going at the carom here. Made it. Nice shot. Decent angle to follow forward for the 5 in the long corner pocket. So AYALA, a possible chance to get on the hill here in the second set. Nicely done. Good angle with the cue ball moving to the right here. So, interesting turn of events. Unexpected miscue from Jasmine. 2 ball being made unintentionally. And AYALA picking up her game a little bit. It's leading to 3-1 lead now.
Yeah, this is those times when you're not at the table, but you can do so much good for yourself, sat in your chair. Stay positive. Forget about all the bad things that have gone before and the little bits of bad luck here and there. That 2 ball jumps out to mind, Eric. You know, not just the miscue she had on the 2 earlier, but it was that 2 ball that she banked, that she didn't want to bank when she made the jump, if you remember that. Hooked herself, was in trouble then. can't do anything when you're sat in the chair as far as the table's concerned, but you can do everything possible to keep yourself in a good frame of mind for when you do get back to the table. And of course she will. Hand rack 10 ball. It's not going to see too many break and runs. This is good stuff from Soldad Ayala to get on the hill in this second set. Good reply after the 4-0 in the first set. So nicely poised.
Ayala's tried a couple breaks in the second set, going from the middle one time, going from the right long rail one time. It's been pretty unsuccessful overall. I think 0 for 3 on the 3 breaks she's had.
Yeah, Che Yu Chao has taken the first set against Cheska Centino, the Filipino. And Rubelin also 1 set down, remember, but she is a rack up in the second set.
Yeah, a high-profile matchup in one of the other quarterfinal matches there was with Centino and Cho. Both players right at the top of the women's game. We'll be keeping an eye on that one.
I haven't had the pleasure of seeing Cheska play this year yet, but out of the doubles, she won't want to go out of the singles as well.
Yeah, I did one of her matches. She broke in round 4 of the 8 games she won. I mean, it's just otherworldly stuff at times, Mark. But not indestructible. Cho winning the first set over there.
Yeah, she's one of those players, Cheska, isn't she, where she's kind of got no middle game. She's either super hot or blowing a little bit cold.
Yeah. Chance for Jasmine, tough rack. 5 ball in a bit of trouble, has to navigate the combo here. She can play into the center of the 4 and try to keep the 1 around that area. Cue ball or 8 ball will stop the movement of the cue ball going to the right. Nice shot. Be interested to see what she does with the 5. 5-7 combo is.
I was going to say, there's a 5-10 as well if she wants it, isn't there? So she's got options on the 5. It's nice to have options.
Yeah, the 5-10's a little more off angle, but the tempting thing there is the 10's a winner. So the way she's ending up on the 2 now, it's going to kind of play her into the left side of the 3, which will play her into the 5-10 a little more.
Such solid technique. Played that with some left-hand spin. Played it very, very nicely indeed.
Yeah, it looks like she's just straight enough to roll straight through and be on the left side of the table. So she will be playing the 5-7 next. It's on a perfect line to the pocket, as long as you get kind of straight with it. Should be manageable. A little too much angle. She'll want to be able to play enough draw that she doesn't hit any rails with the cue ball. Looking at the angle possibly to fall through to the right long rail and out. Looks like she feels okay with the natural angle here. 5 should just stop near the 7. Nice play. Next obstacle is the 9 is blocking the most obvious path towards the 8. She can't really get straight on the 6 because it's too hard to reach for a right-hander on that side of the table that far up the rail. So there's going to be some cue ball movement from 6 to 8. Leave an angle kind of where the cue ball is right now.
Is she going to stun in and out the corner here, Eric? Bit of low right.
Yeah, 2 rails.
Swing it round.
I like coming 2 long rails across. Smallest risk of a scratch in the right middle, but unlikely.
Referee Yu Jing Zhao just checking to see if that ball was frozen. It won't really come into play here, but just checking. Nicely done. Perfect on this 8, Eric.
Yeah, it was tough to get the cue ball tight enough going that path, but she hit it very well. Hit it as good as she could. Safer to avoid the scratch that way, not drawing the ball. Nice shot. Good recovery from Jasmine in rack number 5 here.
Yeah, a sponsor's dream, isn't she? Jasmine Ocean, pure class. Always looking immaculate and playing some immaculate pool there as well to secure the 5th rack in this second set. So trails now by just 1, and she will be breaking. Just a reminder, guys, coming up after this is the Champion of Champions. It's the final showdown between Rubelin Armit and Christina Tkach. And we're going to be playing 8-ball, which will mean we've had every discipline of pool now. We've even had one pocket, of course, won by Josh Filler. We had the Banks won by Billy Thorpe. The Las Vegas Men's Open won by Dennis Grabert after that amazing comeback against Josh Filler. 2 sets down and 3-1 down in the 3rd set. Came back to win it on a shootout with an immaculate shootout of 4 in a row. And of course, we had the juniors as well, which was very exciting. Got to see some great new talent coming through. I know you was very impressed with Nico Conkel, Eric, and also, of course, Laz Martinez, a new star on the block as well.
Yeah, 2 players that I hadn't really seen play before. I was aware of Tate and Prasad, but I had never seen those 2 players play, and they impressed me a lot, along with pretty much every junior in the field. It's the future of pool in the U.S. is looking very strong.
Yeah, we had some great stuff as well from Hendrik Larsson and Charlie Hans as well in the Parasport exhibition as well. Some terrific stuff. So we've had every single discipline of this great game of pool. The only thing we didn't have, Eric, was straight pool. Can you have a word with Karim, please, about that for next year?
Well, maybe we'll have to bring our co-commentator John Schmidt out of semi-retirement for that one. George, how would you like that one? We can commentate on him.
Yeah, good idea. John's been a lot of fun, been a great addition to the commentary team. I got to do a match with him yesterday. He's quite the character, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's been fun. Great addition to the team. So Ayala with a chance here. Tough one. Lie out of the table is going to require some precise cue ball movement. Passed the first test there. 2 most obvious pockets for the 3 are blocked. She might consider the combo. She's looking at the 3 past the 6. Actually only had a quick look, so it might go. Decided to play for the combo. It's a little off angle where the 3 is kind of trending to the left. Issue with that is that the 5 could block the 3 for the bottom left. See how this turns out.
Yeah, just play with a bit of draw, I think, Eric.
I'd like draw. She's following. See what happens here.
Well, this is risky. This is very risky. Oh, she's got
Still alive. Yeah. Another tester on the pocketing here. Position a little more natural this time, but I agree, Mark. I like drawing that ball, moving the cue ball less there. Nice shot, barely down, but still counts. Gonna have to draw back for the 5 now. Ayala's made a lot of mid-range pots in this set.
Well, that pocket still playing big, even though they're 4 1/4. Of course, the new cloth makes a big difference, but it's 9 days old now.
Yeah, those shots are
Surprised
going to go
it
in
went,
less
Eric.
and less. I actually am too, especially at that speed. Three rails around here. Just try to get close to the 6.
Oh,
Get
she's
a little
going
more
wrong
angle
with
than
the
I thought.
inside. And I tell you, Eric, she's played that with some right-hand spin and she's just lost the angle. She's lost the contact point there, overcut it, and what a let-off for Jasmine Ocean there. This then, 5 balls away from levelling it up at 3-3.
Oh, Hunter drew
Huge,
this.
huge shot. Huge shot that was.
Yeah, she actually had a little more angle than I thought. I thought it was an obvious 3 rail, but I did like the 1 rail, seeing how thin she was. She added some spin and it just got away from her. Gonna come on top of the 8 here. So now it'll be Ayala to deal with some adversity if Jasmine gets through this rack. First,
Yeah, after
I mean, she's
making
made,
that big 3 ball, Eric, wasn't it? It was the 3 ball, and then to miss that 5 like that, hanging over the pocket almost, that will be very, very disappointing. Doesn't want to be straight on this 8.
yeah, she's made a few mistakes over the course of the 2 sets, but that one kind of being the most glaring. So see if she can regroup within a game here. But this one not over for Jasmine. Got thinner on this ball than she wanted.
Under hit that by a good foot there, didn't she?
Nice shot.
Brilliant.
You could even
Perfect.
see in her, yeah, you could even see in her whole pre-shot routine there. Didn't really make a big deal about falling short. Just recognized what she had to do, got down and got the job done. Very nice from Jasmine.
Yeah, that's a huge point what you just said there, Eric, because so many times you see players not get the position that they desire, but just, you know, put it aside, get down, okay, this is the shot I've got to play, go through the shot routine and just play the shot. It's just another shot, right?
Yeah, if your opponent left you there after a miss, you'd be happy about it, right? So it's just kind of how you think about it in your mind. Recognize that ideally you want to be perfect, but situations like that are going to come up, and those are the important ones, Mark. You know, like everybody can run out when the balls are just in line and everything's rolling good, but those kind of in-between shots are a big difference in getting over the end finish line.
I was mentioning all the different events we've had here. Of course, there's the mixed Scotch doubles as well, and the semi-finals for those will be tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. local time. Chao Che-Yoon, Chang Jung-Lin up against Chiang and Lechner, and Kelly Fisher and Alex Kazakis are up against maybe the surprise duo, but no real surprise to me. Mighty Reparo has been doing a lot of practice. She's been going online a lot, doing a lot of training. Mighty Reparo and Jose Alberto Delgado, they're up against Kelly Fisher Kazakis. Both of them on tables 1 and 2 tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Back to this one, Jasmine breaking, heel, second set, leading 1-0.
Yeah, huge spot in the match for Ayala here. Really needs this game. Nothing down for Jasmine, and Ayala's going to have another chance.
Yeah,
Ball's
Jasmine
kinda
really
running.
unlucky there. Really unlucky with the 1 ball. Watch this 1 ball, got kicked away and then got kicked away again. You just have to laugh about it, Jasmine. You've got to smile.
Yeah, it was right in the heart of the pocket there. 2 ball just kicking it out half a foot before it got to the pocket. Ayala's kind of running into the 7 here. Depends what part of the 7. Oh, she got through it. Nice shot. Didn't want to nick the 2 though, and it's gone wrong. Even if she has the slightest left edge, can't really develop anything positive off of that. Would she have to kick off the point here, Mark? No, you can. It's too hard to judge. It's effort and Reyes stuff.
Extension.
Well, I think she could. It's not as crazy as it sounds because it isn't easy. The 8 is in the way for the 1 rail that way, so she's having to come the other way. This is a tough hit.
Foul.
Yeah, that was super tough coming from there. So
Had to
Jasmine,
spin it. Go ahead.
just what a chance after that dry break. Maybe she thought the position of the ball, she might not get another shot in this rack, but a poor positional shot from AYALA.
Cluster of 3 balls near the right middle there. Has to figure out how to navigate around those. Kind of like Jasmine taking enough angle that she can go to the short rail, the left long rail, and back towards the 3 in the bottom right. Kind of looks like she's a little straight for that play right now. Yeah, she's going to move over to the right a little bit. Just make it more natural. 2 rails up, 2 rails back to the 3. How's the speed, Mark? It's not great.
Never done it.
And
Never
she's
done
out of
it,
line
Eric.
on the first shot here. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't like it, did she? She took a lot of time placing that cue ball exactly where she wanted on the 2 ball. Excuse me. It was all about the pace, Eric, there, and she's just overhit it. It looks worse than it actually was. It was tough to judge. Just a safety.
Good play.
Yeah, good
Looks like
shot.
she's covered the 3 fully here.
Good to see, you know. Played a bad positional shot. Okay, that's where I am. Get over it. Get a good safety and don't give any advantage to my opponent. So, good temperament there again from Jasmine.
Just trusting the luck on this kick here. 3 so far away from the rail, you kind of just have to focus on hitting it. She did. And she's going to get a roll here, Mark.
Well, look at that 210 as well. I'm not sure it is available anywhere. Sorry, the 310.
Yeah, she can hit the left, called the bottom side of it, but the cue will be playing towards the corner a bit in that case. Tough spot here for Jasmine. She might even she was considering tying up the 6-9, I think, for a second. Down to the end of the shot clock. Close call. Ref will have to call this one. I actually can't.
I thought it was okay, didn't you?
It was close.
I thought it was okay at first note. Ooh. Who would want to be a referee? Not me.
I haven't seen a call yet. Are they? Oh, they called it a good hit. It did barely look good. Nice hit from Jasmine. AYALA gonna go for the safe behind the 4 here. Oh, she caught too
Jasmine,
much left spin on it.
Jasmine being the type of person she is, I'm sure if she thought it was a foul, she would have said it straight away, but she walked back to her chair quite happy with the shot. No call from the referee. I think it was good.
Considering the 3-6 here, it does look pretty lined up to the pocket. Maybe just looking in a way, making sure she didn't make it because she was playing more safe. She's left the 3. These are deceivingly tight in the sides on this sharp angle. I mean, it's obvious that it is kind of sharp already, but you know, if you ever have any thoughts of playing into the side here on these smaller pockets, it's not going to be a good one. So nice save from AYALA. Ideally wanted to take away the left long rail. I don't think she quite has. Jasmine's in a bad spot, though. Obviously, if she misses the 3, it'll lead to ball in hand. Even if she hits it, I don't see much positive happening. Has to try to hit it. Called the 3 on the side.
Go with speed here, Eric, I think. Oh, no.
Wow, that's
Wow.
worked out very well for her.
She'll be happy with that, Eric, won't she?
There's a shot here, Mark, where you play a cushion hook intentionally. I can't quite see if it's lying that well enough. It's there. Ideally, you'd want the cue ball a little closer. Let's see if she goes for it here. It's extremely risky. No, she's going off the right side of it. You see the shot I'm talking about, Mark?
Yeah, I saw, I forget who it was. I think it was Chris Melling I saw play that once, play the hook in behind the point of the pocket. But very risky, as you say, Eric. This was a much better choice now with the jump cue come out here. She's brought it with her, Eric.
Especially hill. That was the proper shot there. Cue ball landing on the 3, giving the 3 a ton of energy. Good result for Jasmine. Extremely hampered
Awkward
queuing here
queuing.
for AYALA. Yeah.
She'll take that.
She has the left side of the cue ball, but anytime you're not able to get into the exact center of the cue ball on a shot like this, it's very tough. Try. Played the 4 in, and it's going to end up right in line for Jasmine. 6 balls to go here, but every chance for Jasmine to take down the second set.
Speaking of second sets, Chao Che-Yu is a set-up on Cheska Centino, and she's on the hill at 3-0 in the second set there. Rublin Amit is 3-1 up, sorry, 3-2 now over Wan Ling Wang, but Amit lost the first set there, so she's looking to level things up as well.
Yeah, surprising result for Centeno. Have to mount a big comeback, sounds like, over there. Good line for Jasmine here. Angle to come back towards the 7 in the side. Wants to get on an angle kind of near the 8. Gonna need some right spin to hold the proper angle for the 8, but she'll be okay. More balls to go, Mark. The second set and a huge advantage in this match.
Yeah, if you remember, 3-1 up, Soldad had a chance. Let Jasmine back in. She doesn't need inviting twice. Good angle here. Stun out, just past the centre of the table. 10 into the bottom left-hand corner.
She's there.
It'll be interesting now, Eric, to see how Soledad Ayala reacts to that loss in this second set, because she had it in her own hands but let it go. Now, are they going to step out for a break? I think they are. Soledad has called a timeout, so she's going to nip out. We're going to nip out as well. Eric Hollison, myself, Mark White, will be back with set number 3. Jasmine in control, 2 up. We'll see you soon. Welcome back. There's some stats for you to have a look at, guys, just while we're waiting for the players to come back. Chao Che-Yu has taken a 2-set lead now over Cheska Centino. So looking a little bit bleak for her, but you never know with Cheska. She can win a couple of sets within the blink of an eye. With me, Eric Horlefson. Eric, what have we got on the stats here, mate? What jumps out at you, if anything?
Yeah, look at the missed shots total for Jasmine. Only one missed shot over 2 sets. That's very strong. Strong in the safety efficiency department, up at around 86%. Safe returns are very good, got 11. Yeah, it's been a strong performance overall from Jasmine. Ayala had a couple chances to close out that second set, didn't take them. You know, it's daunting when you're playing someone coming in as an underdog. You have the first chance at kind of the finish line in a set win. Just didn't quite get over it. But she's hanging in there with Jasmine for still a competitive match to come here.
She played her first ever professional tournament in 2002, but she didn't actually become a professional until 2007 in the WPBA. But of course, she's been one of the top-ranked women in the game for many, many years now. Terrific player. Really is great to watch. Great technique.
Yeah, kind of leading the charge for European women in the last 20 years.
There's something very interesting as well, Eric. She had a coach, Michael Newman, from the age of 6, I believe, and she's still with him today. So that's quite some longevity, isn't it, with a coach? Now, I know you're a coach yourself. You've been coaching for over 20 years now. How important is it that a player sticks with one coach? I know Kelly Fisher has done the same as well. She's been with Lionel Payne since she was a professional snooker player a long, long time.
Yeah, I think it's personal. I mean, some people will look for answers in a bunch of places, but the main thing is if you believe in what your coach is saying, then yeah, you know, stick with the same person. It seems like the case for Jasmine. I've had a lot of students for over 5-year periods.
One ball from the pocket.
But 20 years is a long time. You see it like in golf and tennis, they switch coaches a lot. I think they're always trying to find that perfect recipe, and no one can really find it. But that's interesting that she's been with the same coach for that long.
We talk about temperament in different sportsmen. Well, tennis is a fine example of some very, very fierce temperaments. You go back McEnroe, Ilie Nastase. You know, there's a few, shall we say, I don't know, would you call them prima donnas or just cantankerous maybe might be the word for them. But tennis certainly has had its share of, shall we say, characters over the years.
Yeah. It's an intense game. It tracks certain personalities. Miss there from Ayala. Not the best way to start out the third set here. 6 ball is going to be tough to get at. Bit of work to be done up until that point. Really trying to think of how she can develop the 6 here. She's limited on where she can play position for the 5. I guess she could play below it and then come off the right long rail towards the 6. But that's a lot of cue ball movement to a small area from the 4 to the 5. Little straight here. Is going to have to go 2 rails forward. Tougher than it looks, this shot. Can she get below it, Mark? This is, yeah. I didn't quite realize that there might be an angle right on the short rail to get below the 6 and pocket it.
I think centre table would be okay, and then go forward 2 rails with right hand spin to try and get into the 6 maybe, Eric. So just go centre table here. Leave yourself a half ball angle on the 5 into this bottom. Yeah, there, right there.
going to be too thin, though.
You don't think she can get there with right spin off the side rail? Lots of right hand spin?
Oh, pardon me, to break it out? Yeah, she could.
Yeah, to break it out.
Yeah, you're right, Mark.
Nah, but no
Nice.
risk again. Good shot from Jasmine Ocean. Why take a risk? Great shot. Love to get ball in hand on the 5, Eric, wouldn't she? Then she can go anywhere with a cue ball.
Yeah, only unfortunate thing is the 5's far from the 6, but good overall percentage play there from Jasmine. This
Good
could
hit,
end up good
but
for
look at this.
Jasmine.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
perfect, Eric, isn't it? It's perfect.
Yeah, natural angle just to play into the 6-10 here. See how she manages it, but definitely going to be happy with how the ball's ended up here.
Be nice to go right between the two balls, wouldn't it?
Yep. Oh, I'm surprised at that. This is very defensive, Mark. I mean, it can turn out. She's going to try to stick the cue ball behind the 10 here, but I think that was worth a chance trying to develop that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way she's going to miss the cannon into the 6-10, and then even if you don't finish on it, you've got a safety shot then.
For sure. It's extremely defensive here, but obviously going with a certain game plan, just trying to really lock Ayala up in certain spots. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't argue with that, can you? I mean, she's played a perfect shot here, but it is giving her opponent. You know, she kicks at this 2 rails, maybe makes it in the side pocket. You never know, do you?
So I'll just mention this. Like, you gotta consider Ayala around the mid-level for the upper mid-level for the female game. Like, when you're playing an opponent you're a little bit stronger than, you can play a little bit more defensive. You know, look at this. That's unlucky for Ayala there. It was actually a good hit. You know, if you're playing a player like Centeno, or there's not even many of them that are this good, but I think the thought is that maybe not on that particular play, but spots where if you leave a jump, they're not going to jump it in as often. If you leave some kind of kick, they're not going to kick safe as often. So the overall percentages lead a little more towards being a little more defensive, and I feel like that's the game plan Jasmine's going with here. She's going to have to get the cue ball in a small area on the 8. Good angle on the 7 to do that. Because I'll use that strategy competing regionally a lot, you know, playing players around the 650, 675 level. They just don't have the ability to kind of defend themselves in those outside the box situations as much.
Yeah, nice shot there from Jasmine.
I even saw Che-Yu Cho do that to Pia Filler like a year ago. Just played extremely defensive throughout the whole match and ended up, I would say that's the reason she won. Filler's getting strong enough now that I don't think she would try that anymore, but it was noticeable, the strategy she was playing.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong in having a game plan, is there, when you come out? If that's, you know, you've decided that you're going to play solid, you're not going to take any unnecessary risks. And okay, that 6-10 split, it was a slight risk. So, you know, you can't, who can blame her? She's got the great hook and it's produced the scratch, which has led to this. And it's going to be the first rack in what could be the last set for Jasmine Ocean. So it's working so far, Eric. Why change it?
Yeah, it seems like a particular game plan to me.
Well, Rubelin Amit has come back against Wan Ling Wang. She is now 1 set all with the Taiwanese. So a nice warm-up for Rubelin, who's going to be playing against Christina to catch on this table right after this match, guys. Remember, in the final set of the Champion of Champions showdown, Eric Horlofson and myself We will be in the booth for that one also. They're going to be playing 8-ball. It's a race to 8. So we're really looking forward to that one, Eric. Love a bit of 8-ball. It means we've had everything here this year at the CSI Expo here in Las Vegas. And of course, lots and lots of league players here. Around about 10,000, I've heard, have converged on the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino, playing all their different league world championships. Also, lots of money going out to all the winners there in those tournaments. 310 Predator bar box tables, I believe, are in use for that as well in 3 different rooms. So it's all action here under the roof at the Rio.
Cut break from Jasmine, jamming the 5 in the side pocket. Not quite on the 1, I don't think.
And the 4-ball doing a nice little twirl for us. There you go, number 4.
Five went in the corner, actually. A ball down for Jasmine. She has the left side of the 1. She can play off the short rail and play the cue ball back towards the 10. Kind of has to stun the cue ball to avoid the 4. Oh, she had the full ball. Nice hit.
Oh, doesn't want to leave it over the corner. He's going to slow up. It's okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
tough
he's
jump
at the
here
edge,
for
Eric.
AYALA. Maybe.
1 ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, she's called the 1. Gonna be kicking though. Kicking angle. 3 balls right in the way of the most natural kicking angle towards the 1. Gonna have to play a bunch of left spin. Great shot. So AYALA coming back now.
Judged that well, didn't she?
2 ball.
Off the side rail. Maybe played it with a little left as well, just to widen the angle off the rail. Finished nicely on this too as well.
Oh, I thought she missed that mark. Right to the outside
So
of the pocket.
did I.
Kinda lift to the eyebrows there from AYALA.
Overcut it, didn't she? Which is why she's where she is with the cue ball. Still
She's had a
should be
couple of
okay.
these- yeah, she's had a couple of these similar angles in this match. She's made all of them. There it is again. Those are not easy shots. She's strong on the pocketing and not really overly weak in any area of the game. Just, you know, little refinement
And she's
here and
kicked
there.
well.
Yeah.
She's answered Jasmine kind of all the time, hasn't she? Even that 6-ball in the last rack, it was a good hit from behind the 10, just unlucky to scratch. But once again, here's that angle. And they're always looking for that angle, aren't you, Eric, as pros, just to get centre table again.
Yep. Plays in a medium speed a lot of the time, which is the speed you want to be hitting the cue ball at. Looks like she's going 2 rails across here. I don't mind 1. Watch out for the 8. Oh, I think it's there, Mark. Is it going to be light enough? Looks okay with her
Looks good to
body
me.
language.
7 ball, corner pocket.
A little straight here, but I think she has the slightest angle moving to the right. Good shot. Back in line now.
Yeah, impressive stuff. Looking to level up again in set number 3, a set that she must win. There's no way back from here. She has to win all the sets and the shootout if she wants to advance to the semi-finals in this year's Kamui Las Vegas Women's Open. And she's heading in the right direction. 1-1 it is. 1-1 it is between Rubelin and Wang Ling Wang. 2-0 here. Chihiro Kawahara is one set up against Han Yu, but it's Han Yu on the hill in the second there. And Chao Che-Yu on the verge of victory over Cesca Centino. She's 2 sets up and 3-0 up in the third set, so things looking good for her.
Yeah, things must have just gone sideways for Centeno for whatever reason. She was playing so strong throughout the course of the tournament. Also possible that Cho just played very well. She's the kind of player that can play at that elite high level.
And she always gets better and better, Che-Yu Chao, as the tournament goes on. You know, you look at her in the beginning, sometimes she's not really on her game, but then she's just one of these players, Eric, and that's what champions are. They peak at the right time, and she's doing it again, isn't she, Chao?
Yeah, one of the most consistent winners on the women's tour over the past 3 years, really over the past 15 years, but particularly has had a lot of success recently.
Yeah, doesn't play on the WPBA tour, so her ranking is only 20 in the WPBA rankings, but it doesn't really say anything about her form.
Ayala going back to the middle there, nothing down, hasn't left anything on the one. Ton of power there, Mark. Look at the cue ball just popping up in the air. Lots of balls to find cover behind. Just a question of how. Nothing's really jumping out at me. Could bank the 1 to the left of the 5, but that's kind of going near the 10. Don't really want to risk that. Thought about this. Maybe cue ball behind the 9 here. Good shot. She's really put Ayala back on her heels in a lot of spots. Her safes have been on point.
Yeah, I've just had a message from a friend who is a Cesca Centeno fan, and he's told me that Chao is really tying her up and really not giving her too many chances. A little bit like what's happening here, Eric. It's a little bit like Jasmine's doing, isn't it, to Soledad?
Well, I'm not surprised, because the way Centeno's played, that's the kind of match it's going to take to beat her.
Yeah, they can't pot them if they can't see them, usually, can they? That's the theory. Well, they're just a long way out there. Didn't get any left-hand spin on the cue ball. It needed some.
Yeah, cue ball kind of bent forward on her off the first rail. Reasonable chance for Jasmine. Really, there's a lot of cue ball movement throughout the whole rack. First order will be to finish on top of the 3 here and get a 1 rail angle back to the 4. A little far from it, so going to be tough to get perfect on the 4 here.
He has to be careful here as well.
Might need some right spin, which will further complicate the shot.
Ten-second shot clock beat going off. Yeah, I like coming round the back of that. I like the way she played that. The only problem is she now needs a big shot here, Eric, to get to the 5 ball.
Yeah, kind of drawing back into the 6-9. She could choose to draw in between the 6-9. I think going forward, there's too much power. If she kind of power stuns it, she can get the cue ball tracking more towards the 10. Not an easy shot here.
that's a terrific shot.
Yeah,
Terrific
got
shot.
got a small roll running into the 9, but nicely executed there from Jasmine.
Yeah, she got into it so well, Eric. She was only ever going to catch the left-hand side of that 9 ball, which meant she's always going to flick off. Now, I can confirm Che Yu Chao is in the semi-final. She has beaten Cheska Centino by 3-0. Cheska is out.
Out of the mixed doubles too. They were rolling real well in the mixed doubles and just ended up losing the quarterfinals.
Yeah, you could say she's gone in a flash.
Nice run out here from Jasmine, reasserting herself, staying in front of Ayala. Ayala only had that one small lead in set number 2. Jasmine's looked very...
Stun follow here, Eric, would you play, or just rolling it in? I'd just like a little bit of a... Oh, yeah, it's more angle than I thought, just a roll.
Yeah, the pocketing's comfortable enough there that it can be okay playing it at a slower speed. She's played really well overall. I mean, you know, not really giving Ayala much. Just that kind of unfortunate miscue and a couple mishaps with the 2 ball in the second set. But other than that, she's played well.
A little bit anxious on that shot. The bridge hand moved just after contact. It's normally when you're giving it a little bit of body English. But no problems. 10 ball down. 2-1 breaking to get on the hill, Eric. She's looking very good, isn't she? Ayala's had her chances. But Jasmine has come with a game plan and it's working at the moment.
Yeah, I did notice what you were talking about. Her stroke's getting a little quick too, maybe just sensing the finish line, but regardless, still did very well to get through that rack. Smart play from the 3 to the 4. Good shot execution on the 4 ball. Stayed in line from there.
We were talking about the lack of women's 8 ball, you know, the playing of tournaments, but, you know, unless they've come from a country where it's played, Eric, such as, well, Germany, Austria, Europe, in Holland as well, and France. 8 ball is quite big, and Jasmine has actually earned 8 titles in 8 ball.
Really? So she's a particularly good 8 ball player. Well, that's good to know for future tournaments.
Yeah, and you know, if she can go on to win this now, she'll be playing in the Champion of Champions at some stage, and who knows, we might even see a bit of 8 ball.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I was actually going to mention when I was saying that, I was going to say if Jasmine was one of the players, then yeah, I would consider her the favorite in an 8 ball game, because I know they play a lot of 8 ball in those European countries. The other countries that play a fair bit of 8 ball are the Asian countries, because they're playing some hay ball now. So consider those players from there a threat in the July Women's World 8 Ball Championships. But yeah, it's going to be fun tonight. I'm looking forward to it, Mark.
Yeah, me too. I do love 8 ball. I just find the commentary on 8 ball is, you know, very interesting as well, because there's just so much to talk about, Eric, because there's so many different variations and choices, isn't there? Very much down to players' personal preference. The patterns are really interesting sometimes.
Angle coming back up table. 10 ball's kind of in the way of the most obvious path. Might have to play some right spin to avoid the 10. Got in the way. 5's in the way of the 3 now. Unraveling a little bit for AYALA here.
Yeah, 2 rail kick, call the side pocket. Does she have the 2 rail, Eric? It looks like she's going 1 rail at this.
Yeah, I think the 8's kind of, she'd want to get further down the rail to play the 2 rail. 1
Maybe
rail's
call the
available.
4 ball.
Sure, yeah.
4 ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, she can't get their 2 rails. Too sharp.
I think she did call the 4, just in case, if she catches it on, slightly on the left. What a close-up that is, look. She's got nail varnish to match her, to match the cue, Eric, there, the butt of the cue. Same colour on the nails.
I saw that. Must be her favorite color. Nicely
It's very big
coordinated.
at the moment, isn't it? The colour teal, I think you call it.
Uh-huh. Jasmine back on offense here.
Caught that very thin, which meant the cue ball got away slightly.
Back in line now. Gonna have to play the 7 in the long pocket, but that's okay. Not much cue ball movement. Should be able to end up pretty good on it. So will Cho play the winner of this match, or is she on the other side of the draw? Check.
I can just check for you, my friend. She's on the other side of the draw. The winner of this will play the winner of Rublin Amit or Wang Ling Wang.
Okay.
It will be Che-Yu Chao up against Han Yu or Chihiro Kawahara, and at the moment they're 1-1 in sets, and Chihiro from Japan has taken the opening rack in their 3rd set.
Yeah, Chihiro's an underrated player.
She's
Capable of
always
being
there,
hand-
isn't she, at the end? Always there, Eric, isn't she, Chihiro?
Smooth player too.
Yeah, very solid, technically wise.
Jasmine looking good here,
You're
looking
right.
to put herself on the hill. Yeah, go ahead, Mark, sorry. Like 2 rails forward here, play to the bottom left, play the 10 ball to the bottom left. A little short of pace, but it turned out. I think she was actually trying to play to the left there. No need to play into the short side. Just didn't get quite as high in the cue balls as she wanted. There it is. on the
Great,
hill.
solid performance this from the 2010 World 10 Ball champion. In it goes. Now Kamui are the main event sponsor of this particular tournament, but of course the Pro Billiard Series has lots of other sponsors as well, which go towards all the prize money and all these great events, Eric, that we are so lucky to commentate on. So the Pro Billiard Series partners the Predator Group, of course, Yalin, Little Monster Jump Cues, all you little monsters, you. Samsung TV Plus, Box Billiards, Venn Billiards Corporation and Q Sports International. And Q Sports International are running, of course, all the BCA leagues across the world now with the USA PL pool leagues, also in Canada and other countries, Eric, all converging on the Rio every February in their thousands to play their league finals. So thanks to all our sponsors. Jasmine breaking on the hill for a place in the semi-final.
Big break, 2 ball down, 7 ball almost down. Good on the 1.
Yeah, awkward though, Eric queuing.
Yeah, over top of the 3 here. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball, but always tough when you're directly over top of a ball like this.
Very wisely resetting. You see a lot of players doing that now, getting down, having a look at the shot, getting back up again to reset themselves. Just has to stroke this one in, keep the head still. Perfect view there of the sturdy bridge hand.
Interesting that she decided not to draw that ball. Drawing it's going to decrease your percentage on pocketing the 1, but increase your percentage on pocketing the 3. We alluded to this earlier when she had a chance to take an early combo on the 10. It's like she's not afraid to kind of take tougher shots if she has to. There it is.
Focus in them eyes.
Sending up straight here. No real positional option back to the 5.
Just make sure this, Eric, I think, and player safety on the 5 ball. No heroics.
Yeah, there's a decent wall of balls over on the right long rail. Cut the 5 over to that area. Bunch of left spin here, swinging the cue ball around 2 or 3 rails.
Oh, this is good. This is very good.
Yeah. Just a little thin, but I think she got coverage with the 8. See if she got her full ball on this on the 5 or not.
Oh, maybe not, but not easy.
Yeah, kind of a similar shot for Ayala if she does have the left side of it. Oh, she had the right side of it even if she's behind the 7 now, so good shot from Ayala. Jasmine in an underdog position here. Too close to jump. Easiest kicks taken away.
Well, they say the camera never lies, Eric. I beg to differ.
It looked like the 8 was in front of it to me. Yeah, and never mind, she had the right side of it, not just the left side. That was odd.
This will test all of Jasmine's kicking ability to get this one safe. Yeah, so much so.
Must have tried to push the 7 onto the 9 there, just hit it a little light. Yeah, can see some displeasure there. She's trying to play the 7 a little harder.
Telling herself what a bad shot she played.
Cue ball can avoid the 7 here. Just use the right long rail to bring it back out into straight position for the 7.
Looks like she's going to have to wait to get over the line. He's nicely placed for Soledad to save a match point.
Nicely controlled here. All easy pocketing. I mean, she's done well overall, Mark, considering that this is her first time in the quarterfinals of a major event. Hasn't made too many glaring errors or anything. Looks promising for the future.
Totally agree. I mean, you know, they've all been forced errors, really, from the great safety that Jasmine has played. Just taking a sip of water there, getting ready for another rack. Had a chance to finish it there, finished dead straight on that 4-ball. Played what we thought was an okay safety shot on the 5, but left all of the 5-ball for Soledad to have a look at. Played that excellent safety, of course. Jasmine trying to tie up the 9-ball, under hit the 7, and find ourselves 3-2. Update on some scores for you. Wanling Wang is on the hill in the 3rd set, 3-1 over Rubelin Amit. Cheska Centino went out earlier on, if you weren't with us, to Che-Yu Chao. And Han Yu and Chihiro Kawahara are 1 set each and 1 rack each in their match in the other quarterfinals. So, Soledad Ayala going to the side, Eric, to break. Looking for a square hit, maybe make the one in the side.
Yeah, she switched up breaks a couple times here. Another big pop-up with the cue ball.
Huge hit.
Yeah, I mean, she's hit the aside from that one where the cue ball went off the table, that was the only break that she didn't really hit well. Could have, you know, kind of deserved more off the break, you could say.
Yeah, she actually made a ball on the break as well when she jumped the cue ball off the table, didn't she, Eric? She made the 9 in the corner, I remember.
But not as successful on the other ones. No one's really solved this hand rack, I'll tell you that. Maybe Federer Gorsk, few times we've seen him get the 1 ball going kind of consistently.
Well
Thin
played.
on the 1. Yeah, a little thin, so lost the cue ball a bit, but still available in the left middle.
Nice
She
second
can
prize,
hold the
Eric.
cue ball.
I think she
Yeah, if
can.
she can hold.
Just dig
I think so
down
too.
a little, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, just avoid drawing right back in the side, but she'll know that. Just able to hold it. Tough pocketing now on the 3. Biggest issue here is the natural angle for the cue ball is going to kind of run into the 4, but if she does, she could push it towards pocketing it in the bottom right.
Extension.
Still a chance to play all the way around it. She's got to stay offense here, give herself a shot at the win.
Looked like she was thinking about drawing.
I wouldn't. It's too much power.
Yeah, forward it is. Round the back of the 4. She's overcut it, Eric. And that's what happens. You're thinking about the position so much. You kind of forget to pot the ball. And she's going to be in trouble here behind the 4 ball, I think.
Yeah. Straight enough that the 3 can play off table. Easy save for Ayala. Oh my goodness, Mark, she's calling it. This, go ahead, yeah.
Oh,
This
she's
is a
attacking, isn't
100%.
she?
Yeah, this is a 100% safe beyond the 4. Huh. Well, she's going to have to pocket weight at this ball now. I mean, there is elevating and bringing the cue ball back, but I would rule that out.
Maybe this is a reason, Eric, we haven't seen her go deep in too many tournaments. Maybe she just takes, you know, one too many shots on occasionally when she had a lock-up safety there, guaranteed, behind the 4 ball.
I think it's just refinement in those outside the box situations. That's going to be the next step for her. Yeah. I mean, who's to argue she made both the shots she went for, but then you leave yourself in a spot like that on the 4 and those things happen, right? So something to think about for Ayala.
Oh, certainly very close to the perfect shot. She would have had a nice shot on the 5 ball. So, you know, had that have gone in, then who's to say what's right or wrong? But I like her style. She won't be happy with that. Left her a chance at a good safety here. She could find herself in trouble here, Jasmine. 3 balls to hide behind. She even just play thin off the 4 and leave the hook behind the 7. But yeah, the wall of balls it is.
Yeah, nice shot. Jasmine considering the jump here. Cue ball's pretty close. You have to be a strong jumper. She's going to go off the short rail, possibly 2 rails. Called the 4 in the top left, bottom left.
And the 4 that Soledad attempted, Eric, she could have so easily left that, but she didn't.
Mark, this was real close to a foul. The ref didn't see it. I think Jasmine might be giving up a foul here. Very sportsmanlike play. Let's get a close look here. Oh, it was actually closer than I thought. It was closer than I thought. I'm not sure now.
Well, I'm not either. No, I think Jasmine said it was a good hit. I think Jasmine said good hit, and I think it was a good hit.
Okay, they were kind of just questioning, and Jasmine thought it was good. I think it was too. It looked funny from the first angle, but yeah, a couple close hits in this match.
Just shows you how difficult it is to be a referee, because they're not seeing the slow motion replay like we're seeing it.
Definitely. Unsung job. Have to be right on top of all the close fouls as well. But it's worked out for Ayala, and a chance to make it hill-hill here.
Yeah, not too many players in the game of pool who don't admit to their fouls. It's pretty good like that.
Watch out for the position. It's not going to get there. Chance to play safe, but she wanted to be in a run-out position here.
Yeah, a bit tentative, Eric, I thought, on that shot. Didn't really play it with any conviction. And now she's going to have to come across a couple of rails. Whether she can just draw off it, can she, and get behind the 8-9.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
across.
like the following play. Yeah.
Well, she hasn't got the hook. She's got distance.
Look for Jasmine to go 2 rails off the left side here. I mean, if she wants to take a shot at the match, the bank's there. Right? It would be aggressive, but Jasmine has been known to kind of take a shot at stuff like this every once in a while.
Yeah, and if you can play it at a good speed, whereas if you miss the 7 ball, it goes kind of to the second diamond, halfway up the left-hand rail. Not interested in it though. I'm not sure
was
what she's played there.
No kidding. That was an odd save. Or was it a bank to that pocket in a two-way? That was really creative if it was. Regardless, it's worked out for her.
It was very brave if that's what she did play. I thought the brave shot was playing the bank into the other corner pocket, to be honest, but
No,
she
me
fancied
too. That's
it,
the
maybe.
bank. Yeah, that's the bank I was talking about. The other pocket. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, he's just stayed up.
That would have been the match there.
So easy to scratch, and especially with that spin on it, Eric, that it didn't catch that second point and spin in.
I can't believe that ball hung up. If you even look at it looks like half the ball's more in the pocket than it is on the slate.
Needs a bit of luck, and she's not going to get it. It's going to go hill, I think.
Second set going to the hill likely here. So AYALA kind of escaping a little bit.
I'd like to ask Jasmine whether she played that bank to the right-hand corner, or whether she was going all-out safety or a shot two-way, what she was playing.
It was a creative shot, no doubt. I think she had to be playing it. I mean, there was no... I mean, you could say you're trying to leg the object ball behind two balls, but she's good enough to know that the cue ball was the better play there if she was playing just the save.
I was wondering if she caught it just a little bit too thick and was trying to get the cue ball back behind the 9-10.
I was too, because it's such an odd shot to kind of see it develop like that. But she would have had to catch it real thick to hit it that much. It's possible though, Mark. That's good. Yeah, I was wondering that. Regardless, AYALA
She was
getting
close to the rail.
Yeah. Gonna be hill here. It's been an entertaining 3 sets. Chance for AYALA to possibly win the 3rd set now.
Yeah, nice round of applause from the audience. They want to see some more pool. Well, there is some more pool coming for you. Straight after this, we will have Rubelin Armit against Christina Tkach in the final set of the Champion of Champions. We can have some 8-ball for you. So 8-ball fans, that's coming up for you very, very soon. But at the moment, Rubelin is embroiled in a battle, 1 set each and 3-3 in the 3rd set against Wang Ling Wang.
Yeah, big game coming up there. So we might have to postpone the Women's Challenger Champions because Amit is in a match. Just take that in consideration if you're looking to tune in for that one.
Yeah, keep your eyes on social media, probilliardseries.com, and of course the Facebook page. Lots of great photos on there and all the event results and our champions. Lots of great interviews as well. It's a particularly good one with Billy Thorpe on there. He's always good for an interview.
1 ball down. Is she going to get on the 2?
Yeah, made the 5 as well, I think, in the same pocket, didn't she? No, 5 stayed up.
Yeah, but she's there on the 2, running into the 8, so gonna have to control the cue ball. Finally rewarded on the break. She has lots of power. This is the first time she's been rewarded. I think the cue ball can miss the 8. It'll kind of play back into the 6, which is okay. This is a possible run-out for AYALA here. Nicely played. Unlucky to get over top of the 6.
Awkward.
Yeah.
This has become very missable now, hasn't it? The only good thing is she could play it with a little bit of pace, Eric, and just stun over for the 4 into the same pocket, or is she just going to roll it and drop it in?
It's too straight. Got to roll.
Ah, yeah.
Nice play.
Played it well.
Got straight again. She has the slightest angle going to the left where she can promote the cue ball running through the angle and slightly towards the 5. But it's going to be long distance on the 5.
Where are you hitting the cue ball here, Rick? 3 o'clock on the clock face, like a bit of right hand spin.
Yep. Yeah, just the tip of right, 2 rails forward. Play to the right part of the pocket. Oh, she stunned it and got closer to it. That was aggressive there, Mark, and that's a good shot. It makes a difference here if you're like 6 or 8 inches closer to the 5. Good play by Ayala there. She's got a chance here. She'll be in good line if she makes the 5.
Very impressed with this young lady's game, I really am. I like her style, very aggressive.
Nice.
Putting pressure now on Jasmine. Well, there's the stars of the moment. Look, Jose Alberto Delgado giving us a wave with mighty Reparo into the semi-finals of the Scotch mixed doubles after beating Marquez Diola and Cesca Centino. So good luck to them. And Mighty has really been putting the practice in just recently. Her Facebook page has been littered with live practice sessions before she left her home of on Mallorca in Spain. Lovely lady.
What an out this would be for Ayala. Overcoming the overball in the 3. Nice positional shot from the 4 to the 5. She's there, Mark.
Well, this is
4th set upcoming.
incredible. I think we'll see Jasmine going out the arena after this one, just to calm herself down maybe. I'm not saying that she's not calm. Just get out the arena for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
expected to win this set. So, and, you know, under the threat of going to the shootout, good performance from Ayala here. Not laying down.
Oh, she's staying in the arena. I thought she was about to take her glove off, but she was just readjusting it. And it will
Ayala
be.
has the option to take a break.
Yeah, she is. So we might as well
Yeah.
do that as well, Eric. Shall we nip out for a couple of minutes as well?
Sounds good. We'll be back soon.
welcome back. Set number 4, a set that Soledad Ayala must win. 2-1 down. 4 possible sets, and if we go 2 sets all, it will be a shootout. So this is a strong performance to come back from Soledad. Another strong performance from Rublin Amit. She has taken the 3rd set after being a set down to Wang Ling Wang. She now leads 2-1 in sets over there. Keep you up to date with other scores as they happen, guys. If you want to keep an eye on them yourselves, ProBilliardSeries.com. There's all the latest scores and good stuff there. And also available on table 2. Well, that match has finished, of course. Che Yu Chao winning 3-0 against Cesca Centino. Starting to break very well also. Soledad Ayala making a ball on the break. Hooked herself on this 2-ball. Now this is a very, very awkward jump. Has to keep one foot on the floor, of course. This isn't Buffalo's. What a great jump shot that is. Played it with ease. Must be feeling great at the moment. Don't see too many stars coming out of Argentina just at the moment, but they do have an amazing trick shot artist called Gaston Tomadoni. Wow, I can't believe that she's missed that 3-ball after making that amazing jump on the 2. Eric, what do you make of that?
Unfortunate there, and you know, rough way to start off the 4th set here. Sometimes after making a tough shot like that, your blood pressure can just go up a little bit. Body gets a little off even keel. I don't know, not saying exactly that's what happened on that one, but it can happen. Little awkward here. I feel like she has just enough angle that she can play over for the side. Small angle going to the right, but Jasmine can draw over and play the 8 in the top left.
She'd love to take control of this 4th set now. If she can win it, she can avoid the shootout.
Yeah, no guarantees in those. Yeah, the cue ball's drawing back to the right a little bit. Straight back draw. No guarantees in those shootouts, so she'll be doing everything she can to finish off the match. Going for the extension here, just making sure. Beautiful Predator cue Jasmine has there. Been playing with Predator for a long time.
Yeah, good break from Soledad Ayala. Terrific jump on the 2-ball, and then a straightforward 3-ball. It's kind of, we say after the Lord Mayor's show, you've played such a great shot, you kind of just take the next one for granted and, well, do that at your peril. Jasmine punishing that mistake on the 3-ball taking the opening rack. For
How
those
are
of
things
you,
over in? Go ahead, Mark. Yeah.
you've just read my mind. Do you know? I was just going to say, honestly, I was just going to say, Eric and I aren't in the same room. Eric is actually at the
No.
venue there, and I'm here in Thailand. That's exactly what I was going to say. It really
Kind of
is just to, you know,
telekinesis that we have going on here. That's exactly what I was going to
yeah,
say. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, because you know, I just want to make apologise for the times that we may talk over each other. There's slight sound delay that Eric and I are getting, very, very slightly, and we can't actually look lovingly into each other's eyes as we're commentating and see when we're going to speak, or just, just tap the other's shoulder and say, hang on, I've got something to say, kind of thing, So apologies for any over talking that we might do occasionally. We apologise. Hope it isn't affecting your viewing pleasure.
I was just going to say, how are things in Thailand? You heard me. You knew where I was going with that. Yeah.
We don't need to be in the same room, Eric.
7 balls in the corner for Jasmine. Chance to, yeah, she has the right edge. For her to try to use the 4-9 as blockers. Cross table.
You're not going for this, Eric?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I realized it's just thick enough that you could go for it.
Maybe
could actually
bump into the 4-10, 4-9, yeah?
Yeah, with some right spin, you're gonna swerve the cue ball. Tough to judge. Yeah, she backed off the spin part. A good shot.
It's a shot.
Four ball is available for a combo onto the 5, so I think she'll just leave it there. Not risking getting behind the 4 or the 9, going towards the 3.
This is a real chance for Jasmine now to really assert her authority on this, what would be a deciding set for her to win the match. She doesn't want to be going to any shootout. She's controlled this match, I think it's fair to say. She just can't get comfortable. Long cue overhang here, Eric. Yeah, she's going for the bridge. It's not often you see players taking the bridge. You would never see Mr. Hallefson take the bridge. We call him Mr. No Bridge, Big Red.
Yeah, it's the fact that she's kind of queuing across table here. Good choice, though. Stay on balance. Cue ball's playing up table, but the natural angle's to the right of the 6. So should be okay. I think she'll play all the way up and back. You want to get a little better on the 4 than where the cue ball's going to leave you if you just pocket weight it. Nice shot. 4 ball's not in much danger here. Doesn't want to make both. That would be the only thing she wants to avoid.
You may play it with just enough to run past the 9 here, Eric, in case she does, because it's surprising how many times you do make both balls when you're not trying to. Well, not like that, she won't. So well played.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about coming back above the 9 too, but at that point, the 4 could have rolled away from the left corner pocket if it didn't actually follow the 5 in. So smart play there from Jasmine. Staying in line well. Still in good line. Hopefully not drawing back into the 10 or in direct line with the 9. Ideally, if she's drawing over to the right side of the table, that's where she'll want to go.
Might have to take a longer 9 here, Eric, if she's got the wrong angle.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's able to get back to the right side. Almost overhit it. She did. We're on
Wow.
50-yard line here.
Wow.
Hmm.
Fine ball.
Corner. It almost looks like side from the overhead, but yeah, it's right on the 50-yard line. She can go to either pocket, whichever she prefers. I like the corner here. Be nice if the cue ball's naturally playing to the right of the side pocket. If it's not, she can kind of soft stun it. Tricky shot here. It's not there.
Might not
Mark.
be there. It's not there. It's not there. Very tentative on the 9, and it stems from that. Do you know, Eric, I said I'm not surprised she doesn't leave herself a slightly longer 9. She tried to get right behind it and overdrew it. The only saving grace maybe is this ball is so far into the pocket, it's not very easy to get to the 10. Has to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, you can see a bit of emotion from Jasmine in the chair there.
Emotion from Ocean.
Oh,
Yeah,
caught
that was the problem.
Overspin.
10 ball on the pocket.
Huge shot coming up for AYALA. She has been strong in the pocketing department, so make her probably around 60 to 70%, somewhere in that range to make this. But definitely missable if you have any self-doubt here.
Are you going to stun this in, Eric, or are you just rolling it?
I would stun it. Looks like she's going to roll it.
Oh, what a miss. How expensive is that going to be? Well, Jasmine has dodged a bullet there, Eric, after that bad positional shot to the 9.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here in rack number 2. Jasmine still has a
Pressure
bit of work
building.
here. Bit of a blind pocket. Yeah, definitely pressure becoming a factor now.
No, yes, right in the
Side of
heart.
the pocket.
I was trying to be kind. I thought she'd missed it at first. I thought, well, it's a bit wide, Eric.
It was wide, yeah. Just barely caught the right edge there. So Jasmine, little nervy. Tough one for AYALA. Really had to play the 9 better. I like playing it rail first.
About 2 hours, 45 minutes now for this match so far. And let's not, forget about the mental strength you need as well in these long matches. You can't let up focus or concentration. And you've come from one match straight to another one on some occasions, so you're not even really getting time to eat. It's grab a quick cup of coffee from Starbucks and on to the next one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a busy week for all players. I'm sure they don't mind it. Stay in stroke. But yeah, when you get caught in these long sets, that's when the training and just kind of digging deep physically comes into play. Four ball down. No shot on the 1. Pushes are going to be okay because there's not many balls down near where the 1 is, so any kind of safe she pushes AYALA into will involve moving the cue ball a fair bit. I don't mind pushing
Great.
towards the bottom left.
Great square hit, wasn't it, Eric, on that break?
Yeah. Yep. Deserved to make a ball, just no good on the 1.
Let's have a word as well about our referees who have to concentrate a lot as well. Yujing Zhao on duty there has not been able to switch off at all. She is watching both players very, very carefully. Doesn't get to sit in the chair all the time. So thank you, Yujing Zhao, and all our other great referees that we've seen over the past 9 days. One more day to go, Eric, tomorrow.
Yeah, mixed doubles semifinals, mixed doubles finals, and the women's finals.
One more final to come for you tonight, guys. If you've just joined us, Rubelin Amit against Christina Tkach playing 8-ball for the Champion of Champions trophy. I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, great shot. She has room on the left long rail. Nothing happening off the short rail. Always tough when you're kicking at a ball in the middle. Tough when you're kicking at a ball that doesn't have many other balls near it. So I think just contact with speed here for Ayala. Yeah, you hit those lower speed. It's tough to get safe, I think. She did. Jasmine
Didn't
might
want
try
the
to draw the
second
cue
kiss.
ball. Yeah, Jasmine might try to draw the cue ball behind the 5 here. Never want to be drawing safes, but when you're drawing behind a ball that's kind of near a rail like this, it's a good play. How's the speed? Not quite there. One ball's going to lay up. Did the 6 cover it? Tough to see.
No, I don't think it has. I think she's on this one ball. And a good point to make here, I think, is when you're playing those shots, she's kind of split her attention there between the 1 and the cue ball. I think maybe sometimes you're better off just concentrating on either getting the cue ball safe or the object ball. And she's kind of come in between there, Eric. I don't know your thoughts on that, what you teach in your coaching.
Good call, and definitely focus on the cue ball a little more in those situations. Yeah, that's a great call. It's an underrated thing that, you know, obviously if the cue ball is behind another ball, it doesn't matter where the object ball is. It takes a bit of guts to believe you're going to get behind the object ball, but the general play that most pros go for is playing the cue ball safe more than the object ball. There's times when it just kind of naturally leads into you're going to get the object ball safe too, but I know what you're talking about there, Mark. Like, focus on the cue ball in a shot like that. 2 away from Ayala.
Got to watch scratching off the back of these, haven't you? If she's going off the short rail first. Don't want to get too underneath it.
Yeah, almost got the kick safe. Didn't leave anything directly offensive for Ayala. She's been playing some offensive shots, so don't put the bank past her. She's looking at it. The 3, I believe, passes the 8. If it doesn't, she won't be playing the bank. Didn't see a call. Yeah, just lying a little too wide. Good shot. Gonna leave a jump for Jasmine. Thin hit on the 2, tough to control the cue ball.
Jumping Jasmine.
Yeah, just because it's so tough to control the cue ball, she's gonna go at the kick here. Smart play. Wow, it's tough to kick though. Oh.
Yeah, she's disgusted.
Yeah. She has the lead in the set. I mean, those are situations where if she wasn't under the shot clock, she would look at it for another 30 seconds minimum. And it's just, you know, having to make the decision in that short amount of time. Funny things can happen sometimes.
Yeah, I wonder has she used her extension or not?
Good question, yeah, because it's early in the rack, she might not have.
I don't think she has.
I mean, I see a lot of players trying to save it for the end of the rack. To me, it's like the first time it comes up, if I'm really unsure, I'm just going to use it, you know, and then get it out of my mind, know that I don't have it, know that I'll have to make decisions quicker going later in the rack. But I think the amount of times that you're trying to save it and you don't use it anyways is going to be less than, or is going to be more than just using it early.
Maybe you should be allowed to put in the bank your extensions when you don't use them. Let them roll over to the next rack or something. So you got a couple. That would complicate things a lot, wouldn't it?
Well, people have actually suggested that, like getting like 3 extensions a set. Like in tennis, you get like 3 challenges a set. It's something to think about.
Yeah.
Six ball bottom left here. Position not straightforward. Looks like she can soft draw it to the right of the 7. Play the 7 in the side. Touchy finesse shot.
Overdone it. Overcut it, Eric. It was never in, that one. Never in, especially at that speed. Wow,
Yeah,
let
I didn't
off.
mind hitting it. Yeah, I didn't mind hitting it softer and playing the 7 for the side. First, I mean, she's missed the 10 and the 6 in this set now, but first kind of easier pocketing for Ayala's missed in a while, and Jasmine's likely going to pounce here. Cue ball's kind of running into the 8. Yeah. Looks like it's kind of running into the wrong side of the 8 as well. If you were running into the thinner side of it, you could push it towards the left, bottom left. See what she comes up with here. Yeah, I think she has to like full draw out of it.
Oh,
goodness,
again,
Mark.
lifted the head, Eric. Lifted the head, I'm pretty sure. I'd like to see that again. She's been lucky, though. Hasn't left it.
Yeah, like I said,
miscue.
well, stroke was reasonably smooth there. I wasn't watching the head movement.
Yeah, I think she was coming up as she was going through, to be honest. That's what I saw anyway.
Good save from Ayala, and a big let off here for Ayala if she's able to win this rack.
Doesn't matter, does it? How many titles you've got, how many world championships you've won. We all still feel pressure at times. They all do. And it can affect you in many, many ways. Even in a little way, you know, like just coming up off the shot a little bit early, Eric. That tightening up of the hand on the butt of the cue, you know, just making you snatch the stroke slightly.
Good hit from Jasmine.
Oh, this is quality. Quality
Great
shot,
hit.
though, from Jasmine.
Round of applause from the
Terrific
crowd.
shot.
8 didn't get quite in the way, but even to hit an 1/8 of the ball here, what a hit off a kick. Nice shot. Oh, it's a tough spot for Ayala. She could long bank this. Doesn't want to, but there's not much for safe. I think she's going at the bank here. Big shot coming. You know how tough that was, Mark? She almost made something good happen there. But the safe was so tough going off that side, I would have rather banked at it. Funny, when we think she's going to go defensive, she goes offensive. And when I'm saying to go offense, she goes defense. But she actually hit it real good where good things could have happened there. So a lot of developments here in the third rack of the fourth set. Looks like Jasmine is going to take this game. She's made a couple
Don't say-
mistakes, and she's
Don't say that
having
just
a
yet, Eric.
I know she's having a second think about this 8 because she's made a couple mistakes here. Nice shot. Cue ball's too long on the 9.
Doesn't want to be on the rail. She's not. This is okay. Now just smooth this in. This is what she's known for. This kind of stroke. She can hold for the side, for the 10. Stroke
Nice
to
shot.
lean forward.
Yeah, definitely thin on the 10, but it is makeable on the side. If not, yeah, she's actually looking at the corner, can draw to the scratch here.
Has to hit it well. Can't let up.
Oh, it's a lot of draw, Mark. Nice hit.
Yeah, very well played. Good finish after all that had gone before in that rack from both players. That was probably the most dramatic and edgy rack, Eric, we've had of the match so far. Both players feeling the pressure there. That miscue on the 7 could have cost Jasmine, but it didn't. She got away with it and then played a great kick shot to get the 7 ball safe. Ends up winning it. Now winning the third set. Chihiro Kawahara 2-1 up now on Han Yu. I think that would be maybe a little bit of an upset if she can make it through to the semi-final. She's been threatening to do so, Kawahara, Eric, on a few occasions, playing some great stuff on the verge of getting into the semi-final there. Rubelin 2-1 up in sets, 2-1 down in games in their fourth and deciding set.
Yeah, Han Yu and Centeno, 2 of the big favorites, possibly going to go down in the quarterfinals.
Christina to catch also going down to the hands of Han Yu. Here we go then. Very important break. Oh, one getting kicked out of the way by the 5. The 4 railer going in though, Eric. Now then, 6 and the 5. Awkward. What do you see?
Yeah, she's on the 1. The 5 does have both corner pockets. 4 is playing close to that area where she should be able to get on it. 3 is close to that area too. So really the 2 to the 3 is the key to this rack. If you can get some angle with the cue ball moving to the right, to the, I guess it'd be to the left off of it, good things could happen. Bit of left spin here to stay on the left side of the table. Not enough left. Gonna have an angle. This actually is okay if she can get around the 10. This is a touchy shot. Got to avoid the 10. Speed's got to be perfect heading back towards the 4 or 5. Looks like she's considering a combo, which is safer with the cue ball. I wonder if you could play the, yeah. We'll see what she decides here. She's definitely aware of the shot I was talking about. You know, anytime you're playing any kind of combo like that, you're just worried about how the ball that you're actually using to combo into the other ball is going to end up. I think that's the variable that she wants to avoid, but definitely tough going around the 10 as well.
You've got the added problem of the 5 ball as well, haven't you, Eric, coming into play there? So you've got, well, deciding not to go for it.
Wow, that's pretty defensive, Mark. I mean, we've seen her do this a couple times. It's like what you're avoiding the worst case scenario, which is that you don't get a shot at all in the 3. But you know, if you were worried about that, then just play the combo and see how things develop. You can always play safe later on.
I
She
think
leave the
she's
window
left
here?
this. I think
Yeah.
she's left it.
It's close.
She can just twist that cue ball round slightly with a little bit of left-hand spin if need be. Didn't
Nah, didn't
play
have
for
it.
it.
Good shot.
3 ball on now. No problems getting to the 3. You just need to get the 2. Jasmine having to kick here. Oh, going for the jump cue. This is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, she can get coverage with the 7.
Yeah, no extension as well. She's got to hurry. She's had the 10-second warning. Here's the 5-second warning.
Got it off. And decent result with where the 2s ended up. Good result considering she was pretty out of control there.
Yeah, pretty panic stations, wasn't it, there for a moment?
There's thin off the 2, cue ball behind the 10 here. Good shot from AYALA, involving a lot of balls. Leaving a window, looks like. But off angle on the combo, so good shot there. Jasmine would want to play the 2 around 4 rails, but it's banking into the 3. Tough spot here. She has no extension.
Well, I'm going to say something that I don't think you've ever heard on commentary before, Eric. I've got a mosquito stuck inside my headphones. I've got to pop out a second.
My goodness. I better. Yeah, I thought she was in a tough spot there, but just wanted to avoid the urgency of getting to the end of her shot clock. Good roll here with how she's left AYALA. AYALA can go thin off the right side and try to bring the cue ball back behind the 5-6. She's going all in here, cross bank. Yeah, I don't blame her. The safes were tough. Is she gonna leave the 2? It's there. No chance for Jasmine now.
You'll be pleased to know, Eric, there's one less mosquito in the world.
Good thing it wasn't a bee or something.
Oh,
Still with
yeah.
us. Looks like she's okay on the 3. A lot of pockets blocked for the 4 ball. Can't really hold for the 4 in the top left.
So where's the 4-5-6 combo?
I think it's going to have to be. Nothing else really.
Oh dear, you can't miss them at this level. You really can't. Now possibility here.
Yeah, I don't think she can see enough of it to combo it, but she can play the cue ball kind of behind the 5-6. The issue there is that she could actually go directly in the pocket. That's 3 times in this rack that Jasmine's got a slight roll on half mistakes or full mistakes. It's a good shot from AYALA.
Oh, she has to jump this. No extension, has to get settled with that jump cue quickly. Do you go at the 10, Eric, or are you just playing, trying to draw in behind the 5-6?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a strong jumper, I think the play is the draw. Looks like she is trying to get low on it, so cue ball behind the 5 here. Oh, he nicked it on the way through.
Oh, it's unraveling at the moment. Ball in hand.
5 balls ended up kind of funny. Karam possibly available. Looks like she's looking down the angle of possibly going into the 5-6. I don't mind that. Yeah, she's going to go into him here, Mark. Ideally, would like to hit the right side of the 5 as you're looking at your screen. Push the cue ball towards the same pocket that the 4 is going in.
Might be able to make the 6 as well. Yeah,
There's
she
a
did.
good shot. Nice shot. Ideally, she'd like to draw a little bit to the right here. Get straight enough on the 7 that she doesn't have to move the cue ball too far to the left. Looks pretty good. A little straight. Worst case, she can stop the cue ball there and take a thinner cut on the 10. Not afraid to power out of the angle. Getting a little better on the 10. Good shot.
Judging by what has gone before, Jasmine started with a 4-0 win in the first set, then we had 2 4-3s, which was shared. It kind of should have followed suit that we had a 4-0 in this final set, but it's not going to happen because Soldad has taken that rack and now trails 3-1. Jasmine's still waiting for that rack that's going to put her into the semi-finals tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yeah, this is a long, hard battle to win one of these semi-finals. A few seats changing hands in the stands, as you can see, in the bleachers.
Yeah, might have to go to their league match or something.
Yeah, maybe their tournaments coming up, Eric. Lots of minis as well they run, don't they, at these events? You see the tables in the background, the lights from the other Predator tables, which are being used for the other ladies' quarterfinals at the moment.
Yeah, it's really an event to be seen if you've never been down here, and they've been running it here for about 5 years now, and they really have the kind of the flow of the things going well. Great event. Big
I
smash
was
from
there in
AYALA.
person in 2021, Eric, and I can remember walking into the main ballroom where you are at the moment and just thinking, oh, wow, like just unbelievable.
And there's about 3 or 4 others that are at least half the size of the main ballroom. It's really a sight to see.
And then, of course, there's the elevators and the walk along Convention Way. I always remember that. Got lost a few times on my way to Convention Way. You pass the great Penn and Teller Theatre, which is there also. It really is a massive, massive place.
Yeah, they also hold the World Series of Poker back in this convention center. They use it in the title of their hotel, Rio Hotel and Convention Center. That's how much they feature it. It's a massive space at the back of the casino here.
Yeah, and lots of renovations as well been going on, isn't there? I know they're doing like 3 floors every year, making all the rooms up to date.
That's right, and you can see some renovations in the main casino area as well. There was talk about moving or tearing it down and building the Major League Baseball stadium for the Las Vegas team on this site, but it looks like it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I heard that was just a lot of mumbo jumbo as we see a miss there on the one ball. She just caught the four ball there, Eric. Completely missed the one ball.
Did. Yeah, I was kind of stretching for it. So chance for Jasmine to get over the line here. All balls have pretty obvious pockets. Needs a decent positional play here. Not perfect, but manageable. A little over top of the 6. Can see a bit of disappointment on her face. Want her to be better here. This is where you just got to regroup and make one more good shot.
Extension.
Yeah, I don't know about you. Looked a little bit like a bad contact on that one ball to me. Like maybe she'd
Kicked a
got a
little
little
bit.
bit of a skid. Yeah, I think it skidded just a little bit, Eric. Kind of took a little hop, I thought, and took some of the pace of the cue ball out.
Could have.
She's
And
overcut
it's
this.
forced an error.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one ball again, just to see if there was a little hop on the cue ball.
Happens in snooker more than it does in pool. I've never seen a solid scientific explanation of why it happens. It's kind of a mystifying thing. Some people will say that if you chop the forward stroke a little bit, it'll happen more often. I kind of believe that. Some people will say that's a myth too.
Well, I think it's got a little bit to do with the stroke. It does happen on certain shots. It's always on the follow shot. But some say
That's right.
it's a static explosion. Some say it's a little bit of chalk where, you know, that particular part of the cue ball with the chalk on it actually makes the ball jump. But of course there are lots of chalks now made that take that out of the equation. But if both players aren't using it, I know the one that Jasmine is using, the Pure, that has that latest technology in it where, you know, it alleviates mess on the cue ball, doesn't leave any marks on the table, eliminates skids, a very high percentage of skids. But, you know, I'm not sure what Soldad's using, but she also is a sponsored player by Predator, so I'm pretty sure she'll be using the Pure chalk as well. So, yeah, maybe it's just one of them things. Maybe it is a bit of static. Who knows?
Safe from Jasmine here. Yeah, she is using the same chalk. Good shot from Ayala, and the cue ball's
dear.
going to play into the left middle. Tough roll. That's all she could do there. She had to go after the pocketing. No fault of hers to be running into the 3, and just could be the end of the road for her.
Yeah, sometimes it can just come down to a bad roll at the wrong time. Jasmine just hesitating slightly there when she put the cue ball down, and then she heard the beeps of the shot clock again. Doesn't allow you to go through with your usual pre-shot routine if you're running a bit short of space there. You can see now she's hurrying to put the extension on.
Yeah, a lot of things going on here.
It's a lot of rushing about, isn't it? I must admit, Eric, I'm a big believer when you get to 10 ball and 8 ball, maybe just another 10 seconds on the shot clock, you know, maybe 40 seconds would be ideal. There is just a little bit more time involved in 10 ball and 8 ball.
Well, and you're bringing up a good point there with the extensions and the jump cues. That's kind of when you need more time. Jasmine staying in line here. On the rail, not going to be able to get close to the 7. Could get aggressive with the position, go 2 rails forward. If she's straight, obviously she'll just have to cinch it.
One more good shot, positional wise here. Just dropping
two
it in.
2 straight. So one more long distance shot on the 7 here. Position's fairly natural. Might have to put just a slight bit of right spin on the ball.
There's extensions all over the floor at the moment. Don't go and step on one, Jasmine.
Right.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, caught it a little thick, so came up just slightly short, but she'll be okay here.
Going in the right direction, isn't she? She can hold this, no problem. Just soft draw. Anywhere but straight. And that's
Good
fine.
now for Jasmine.
Well, Rublin Armit quickly has beaten Wang Ling Wang 3-1. She's going to be in action on this table very, very soon. Up against Christina to catch. Eric and I are in the booth for that one. It's going to be 10 ball. Sorry, 8 ball. Back to this 10 ball. Jasmine for the match and a place in the semi-final. And in it goes. And there you see exactly what it means to her. She started off so well. She struggled at times. Soledad AYALA really has put herself on the map here. She's played absolutely fantastic as well. Love her style. Maybe a couple of little things to work on, Eric. They're going to have a nice little chat about it. You and I are going to have a chat in a minute over on this table. Actually, we're not going anywhere. We're staying here. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to Jasmine Ocean. Eric Hollefson and myself, Mark White. We're out of here for a couple of minutes. See you soon.
Talk to you soon.